This time on Roadkill, we've got all your favorite muscle trucks in one place, and we're gonna shoot them out right now.
Ready?
Yeah.
Come on!
Yeah, beat it like it owes him money.
This is a special extra episode of Roadkill. It's gonna be the Muscle Truck Showdown with 5 of the most famous trucks that we've got, and we brought out 5 dudes. We're gonna have a whole bunch of fun in 2 days just screwing around on dirt and on pavement. We're gonna have autocross, rallycross, burnout distance, all of that stuff. Me, I brought out my 1967 Chevy C10 long bed. You saw this truck in episode 27 of Roadkill Garage, where me and Dulcich put in a 600 horsepower big block. The only thing that's really changed about it since then is I added an Eaton True Track in the back, so it's now got 2-wheel peel. No more one-leggers for me, because if nothing else, I am going to win the Burnouts for Distance contest. But how about these guys? Let's have a look at what they brought.
So the geniuses here at Roadkill decided I'm the lucky guy that gets to drive the OG muscle truck, the Roadkill 74 C10. You have seen this thing in episode 18, episode 28. It's been in the sand, the engine's been in a jet boat. You got an LS6 under the hood, a Tor 100 behind that, and with I don't even know what gears in it. It's got Caltrax on the rear suspension, lowered leaf springs, front's been lowered with CPP performance. She's a looker, and she's also a runner. We know this thing does burnouts better than anything else here. Will it work here on the dirt autocross? I have no idea, but I'm gonna find out.
So what I've got to drive this episode is the Hot Rod Garage 67 C10 short bed conversion that we did. This is an awesome handling truck. It's got the QA1 full truck arm suspension kit, coilovers, tubular arms, shocks. Everything is dialed, but what it doesn't have is really any horsepower. It's powered by a GM crate motor from the 80s, making like 200 horsepower. So what I'm thinking is these guys will annihilate me in the burnout contest and probably on the straights, but I bet I can catch them in the turns.
So I lucked out. I get to drive the Crown Hick. This is pretty much a bone stock police car with the exception of the supercharger we slipped under the hood. It's a relatively stock chassis. It's got cop tires, cop brakes, cop motor, cop transmission, cop rear differential. It's got all billet suspension components in the back, 66 F100 truck body on it. I think that should give us pretty even par for walking on top of everybody. What do you think?
This is my 1974 D100. I found this beauty in a wrecking yard in Bakersfield. I bought the truck in an episode 15 of Roadkill Garage. We built it, took it to the zip tie drags in Tucson, and I raced Freiburger in his 74 muscle truck. Got a 408 in it now, it makes about 550 horsepower, 550 foot-pounds. I still have that junk transmission, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to dominate today on dirt, and tomorrow I'm going to kick butt on asphalt.
Now we are going into our first event in the Muscle Truck Shootout, the Rallycross, right here at Glen Helen Raceway. In standard Roadkill style, there is no practice, no warm-up, and plenty of excuses. We're all gonna go into the track blind and get 2 laps. We're gonna average them together to find out who has the fastest time, and then we're gonna judge each competitor based on style as well. So we brought a zillion cones out here and pretty much randomly set up a course with a big sweeping turn going into a couple tight little S's and a straightaway, a right hairpin, and then a slalom. And after another hairpin and a little bump, we run right back towards the stop box, which is set up to test our sliding parallel parking prowess for the finish.
I can't believe how lucky I am because I drew the long straw. That means I get to go first, and I can assure you that I'm going to be in first place in this competition. At least for the first round.
This will be the very first round of Rallycross with Dulcich in the MMT.
No restraint.
All tire blades.
Oh yeah. Put it in gear, dude. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Driving slow. Oh, he loops it. It's all over.
Not very smooth.
Okay. He's still going to be number 1 right now, though.
He's in first place.
He's doing all right. Look, that thing has 500 horsepower, got some knobby-ish tires.
A Detroit locker.
And a locker in it. It's short wheelbase. Coming back around.
The truck looks great.
Oh!
Oh, wow, nice. Pretty aggressive. Oh, no. I think he's completely lost the plot.
Another cone.
Going back for more cone.
Are Are you ready? In the box?
Did you get lost or just like screw the pooch? Oh, I think I can do better. You think so? Yeah, that was a practice run, guys.
You look like Ernie McCracken right now with that hair, dude. Let's go bowling.
Wow, man, that just got too wild. I was spinning the wheels like crazy and the truck was doing donuts. I'm gonna focus on control this time.
Steve's in first place right now, right?
Right now, yeah! Wow!
Oh, spinning hard.
Good strategy. Blur that, like, smoke the judges out.
Yeah, when the smoke cleared,
Yeah, when still in first place. Yeah, just be parked.
He's still moving
oh,
forward.
you know what? He was sandbagging that first pass because he's got this figured out.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh! Yes!
Yeah!
Sweet!
That was amazing.
That was really good. Dulcich manhandled the Mopar muscle truck into a perfect stop on his second run. But even with his perfect stop, the judges were a little unimpressed with his style and gave him a score of 4.75.
Oh, well, okay. I can see the grading. It's pretty rough here.
Yeah.
It would have been a
Upper level.
3, but your hair was pretty amazing.
Oh, hey, thanks, Finnegan. And I'll admit that first run was a complete disaster. But I didn't really know the course. The second run went pretty good. And style, maybe I just had no style. Or maybe those guys are just too harsh.
It's race time. All right. I've got at least an extra 100 horsepower above any of these other guys, which is gonna do me absolutely no good here in the dirt. It's gonna be nothing but wheel spin. But I think what I have going for me is 33 by 12, 50-15 off-roadish tires and wheelbase for stability.
He's got the most tire of anybody here, and it's a long bed, and he's got the most power. But he's so competitive, he tends to overdrive the track and spin out.
So I'm just gonna try and not spin this thing out and learn the track is kind of my goal here.
A lot of wheel spin. All that torque is not his friend right now.
All right. And he's just babying it around that
What you
course.
gotta do, he's trying to find it.
Oh, the tire's rubbing a little bit there.
I see a lot of wheel work, though. A lot of wheel work.
All right, don't cheat.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, he's hanging it out.
There he goes. Oh, it came off the ground.
This is gonna be close.
Oh, he's going way too hot.
Non-stop. Stop.
Well, my ending wasn't very good. And my tires rub a little bit, and my gas leaks everywhere. But aside from that, not too bad.
Good start. 55, basically flat.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
don't let history repeat itself here, where the last time we were here, you ran, and then
It
you
got slower. That's my norm, dude.
Don't push it too hard, because you've already come close to his time.
Okay, well, those guys weren't too harsh on me. I did what I was trying to do, feel out the track, not spin out completely, not kill a bunch of time. If I can do the same thing, I'll be ahead of Dulcich.
He's getting anxious now because he lost too much time on the wheel spin. He's holding it together.
Doing much worse this time.
He's gonna really try to nail this stop box this time. Okay, if he nails that stop box.
Perfect ending! Right? Yeah. Oops.
You leaked out a bunch of gas.
Won't be needing that. I was afraid to overdrive the course and ended up cruising the C10 to a 55.66 second average. It's good enough for first place for now. Somehow, even with my mediocre lap time, the guys gave me a 7.25 for style. Hurt my finger bad on the steering wheel. I think it probably threw the alternator / water pump belt. And no, it's still there. Okay, just run a little bit hot from derbying. No worse for the wear. Okay, this tells me I am doing horribly tomorrow at the paved autocross. But in the dirt, it was still pretty fun because you can screw up and still recover with flair. Have a good time. You guys were nice to me on the score. You definitely were. Yeah.
You were a little harsh to me. Maybe I should take a couple of points off the score.
Oh,
He's loading. He's loading up. Rocks.
dents on the underside of the fender.
Is that like a mini Stonehenge? What are we doing?
Prepping the track. This is my pimp juice.
Pimp rocks?
You gonna feng shui your way to the finish line?
Never let it be said that Mike Finnegan is a quitter. I have an overpowered truck with 0 traction for dirt. These are the correct size and shape boulders to make any tire hook on gravel and dirt. That's what's gonna win me this.
I think it's working.
That's a pretty decent launch, really.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing is slick. It's so slick.
Oh wow, he's just sailing through there, smooth as glass.
Lots of understeer.
Oh wow, Finnegan's killing it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna nail the stop box.
Come on, baby, go.
Right through it.
I don't know how that was.
You will have to improve to be number one.
Yeah?
Dulcich is still the fastest guy around the track.
By that much, though.
Nice work, Dulcich.
Only a few hundred separate us. Okay, he's going a little hotter, you can tell.
Yeah, more tire spin, more dust.
Oh yeah, he's got a handful right there.
Come on, it had to have been a little better.
All right, best pass ever, 52.85.
Pretty good.
The muscle truck rules.
It does confirm for me my suspicion about rallycross, which is it's boring because you have to drive really cautiously to be fast. Finnegan ran the fastest lap of the day, and his average of 53.87 seconds moves him up to first place for time. But his smooth as fast method left him with only a 5 on the style score.
Whew, might have been bamboozled there. 4 people giving you a 5. It's like upside down day. The rules are backwards. I don't know how to win at this deal, so whatever, don't care.
Tell me, how do I win?
By barely driving the car at all.
But
Right.
on the stunt side, it's way more of an enigma, right?
Yeah,
I was
it
thinking
is.
about opening the door and dragging my knee through a couple of the turns.
Yeah, see?
Motorcycle background.
Yeah, that would give cred. Other than that, you just want to idle through, and apparently you'll be faster than when we're trying to go fast.
Kind of a slow start. That's a slow start. That's what Finnegan looked like. This is gonna be the greatest run ever. Oh, he saved it. That was good. Wow, Lucky's fast.
Dude, he's doing good.
Ooh, he could have been faster through here, but yeah,
Stand on it, stand on it.
Oh yeah. Oh, wow. He's looking real solid now. Oh man, nice. Oh, yeah. Total choke.
Had it.
Ah, that's gonna throw his average off bad. Now he doesn't know where he's going. Over here, over here, over here. Oh. And he doesn't even really come near. Oh man.
So I was going for air points. How'd I do?
Oh,
You
were
were
on your way to
you were killing the time until you spun it out.
Yeah, I was gonna throw open the door and stick my leg out, little knack-knack.
Yeah. But the air was good.
Let's maybe save that for the last lap.
Yeah. If he can hold it together, he could have the best single time of the whole day.
Yeah, he's smooth right now. Look at that.
Yeah.
The Sunday drive style really works.
It does. It just looks so boring, but it does win. Oh. Yeah. Oh, he jumps it. Come on, Luck. Oh. And. Whoa. 51.50. Lucky was out on patrol as he cruised in for the fastest single lap time so far, but his spin out on lap 1 puts him in second to last place. And there seems to be a trend of hate from the judges as far as the smooth and fast runs, and so Lucky goes sub 3s on the style score. Wow, you got a 2.975.
Not great.
No,
That was uninspiring. It's up to you.
it's all on you.
We need inspiration and a fast time.
Finally time for my runs here. My C10's given up like 200, 300 plus horsepower to every other truck here, and I'm super competitive, so I'm gonna get in here and I'm going to drive the wheels off this thing.
Oh, lots of tire spin, slow off the line. Yeah, barely moving is the key.
Smooth as fast.
tires. This is disappointing.
He didn't do the slalom.
You got a little air there.
Yeah.
And stop.
Well, except for you missing the whole slalom, it was pretty good.
I didn't miss a damn thing.
Well, you're still slower than Lucky, so it kind of doesn't matter either
What'd I
way.
get?
52-12.
What did you do?
Hey, wait, did you guys get this on? Is this on camera right now? Tony's a second slower than me.
He's only by 0.62 seconds slower
Come
than
on,
him.
give me something.
All right, 52 seconds. I'm behind Lucky, but I think I'm ahead of everybody else. They said I missed the slalom, but I definitely didn't. I'm just hating.
Oh, he's getting aggressive now.
Yeah. He needs to be lucky, so he's gonna hang it out.
The whole secret was to irritate him by telling him that he had missed part of the track.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's your slalom. It's too much wheel work.
Tony ran the most consistent laps of anybody, and it paid off as he moves to first place in time, scoring with a 52.06. But for a pro drifter, the judges were exceptionally disappointed and gave him the lowest style score of 2.5.
Oh, he's coming this way. You tell him.
It's an enigma here. I'll tell him. I'm cool with it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
First place in, how fast you can go dead last in style.
I'll take it. All I heard was the first part. I guess I came in last in style, according to these diabolical haters over here. Really, I was focused on the racing, where I came in first, so I feel good about that. So you guys are all haters, bunch of haters. It's fine, no big deal.
The rallycross really didn't end up in Roadkill's favor. If you judge it by the best average of 2 laps, Tony won. If you go by the fastest single lap, Lucky wins. I won the style score, but I always go by the adage, going fast is looking good. And so the guys who went fast were Hot Rod Garage. Can't have that. So we set up a drag race at the end of the day for the winner to take all bragging rights.
They want me to signal the start of the race, so I can't figure out how they're gonna cheat, but they've got smiles on their faces, so
Something's up.
I'm sure we're in for something.
Well, also, too, is we're parked in 4 inches of fresh sand, and they're on packed dirt. They're thinking we didn't catch that. It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah.
So has he got some scheme over there that we don't know about? Because we've got the weight advantage over here, and the horsepower advantage, and the good looks.
Dulcich's hair is here too.
Okay, fellas, here we go. 3, 2, go, go, go.
Oh, they cheated. They cheated. Oh no.
No, come on, take him out!
How did you manage to hit like the one cone that was out there?
You cheating SOB!
What are you talking about?
And we still got there before you.
completely learned that from the last time I raced you
That's kind of a Finnegan trick, I gotta give you that.
Usually works.
You guys win, right?
Yep, we feel good about it. So you guys won corners, we won the drag race, so tomorrow on asphalt.
It's on.
Yeah,
It's on,
probably.
That's a wrap on day 1 in the dirt for the Muscle Truck Showdown, and yep, Roadkill won the drag race. Tomorrow we will be on pavement for the autocross and pure burnout mayhem. It's day 2 of the Muscle Truck Showdown, and now we're at Camarillo Airport, which is like our favorite new patch of perfectly good old used runway that we can use for burnouts and thrashing and autocross, and all of that stuff is gonna happen except for a couple things that went wrong, as you might expect Roadkill style. First of all, I committed the ultimate behind the scenes Roadkill sin. The video directors are always like, don't break the truck unless cameras are rolling. Well, I was giving Dulcich some wide open throttle rides and shifted the thing into neutral and scattered parts, so unfortunately, it's not gonna be here today. Dulcich was driving here last night, and the alternator went bad on the Mopar muscle truck, and so he ended up needing to get rescued by these other guys. He got it here, but I think he was ready to pretty much hurl that alternator for distance this morning. But we're gonna be ready to race anyway because we still have the penalty box, which means we still have 5 trucks, not just the ones left over from yesterday, minus my truck, but the addition of the Datsun. We're gonna go find out now who's gonna be forced to drive that particular pile of garbage.
So your truck blew up.
Yeah,
My truck got new tires.
right.
I really enjoy the Datsun. I would jump on that grenade and give you the muscle truck.
Really?
I would.
Oh man, well the Datsun does sort of fit your persona, your past, your heritage.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something derogatory, but thank you. Thank you.
I'll take the muscle truck. Okay, cool. So what we have set up here is side-by-side autocrosses. So it's an autocross drag race. Whoever wins comes back and goes again against the next guy.
Round robin.
Until someone else wins. So if you're winning, you stay.
I'll jump on the grenade and go last.
Okay, well, it makes sense. Yeah, because the Datsun. So you want to go muscle truck versus MMT?
Ooh, right off the bat?
Yeah, because the muscle truck beat you when we did that shootout in the Roadkill Garage episode.
You're on, buddy.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so heads up, autocross, MMT versus OGMT.
OMG.
This is going to be sudden death elimination.
You guys ready? Good?
Oh, he's got the whole shot. Round the first cone is Freiburger. Second cone, took it out. Oh, Dulcich just pulled ahead.
He's running his own race right now.
He's getting some stuff.
Oh, did Dulcich get lost?
Oh no.
Oh, and the muscle truck stalls.
And it died.
No way.
All I gotta do is not blow it here.
That's not the lane. That's not where he's supposed to be.
Okay, where's Freiburger? What happened?
He wins, right?
Yeah.
He missed the whole track!
Allegedly,
He turned a slalom into a straight line.
I think the boss wants another shot at this.
What happened?
You missed the whole track!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You drive right through the center of all of them.
Oh, now you're sounding a little like Lucky.
Whoa. Throwing shade around here.
Freiburger again with the whole shot. He is slaloming him. Dulcich is slaloming the course and winning. Is he cutting the course?
I don't think so.
If he's doing the course.
Oh, David's so pissed.
Everybody out of the way. Dave's coming back and he's mad.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not right. That's not even the right place. Oh my God.
I think he ended up in the wrong area code.
Okay, there's no way he's driving the whole track.
He drove his track, your track, and somebody else's
And,
track.
and also the middle lane.
What happened?
You're making it up as you go along.
No. I'll admit, I got in the wrong lane on the very back of this straightaway.
Trade sides.
Yes. Great idea.
Well, Freiburger says I missed the course, but I don't know. I thought I took every turn, and that muscle truck is just snarling at me.
He is not running the same track I am, and I can see from here why. He plowed through all the cones.
Dulcich is my hero. The hair, the truck, the blatant disregard for orange cones, it all works. Oh, Dulcich with the whole shot this time. Oh,
Keep it tight. Keep it
oh,
tight.
he just cut the course again.
What is he doing?
He just cut the course again.
You know what? They're neck and neck right now.
Freiburger is now cutting the course too. He cut the course twice. Well, you cut one. But
I cut one.
but
He cut the whole track.
He cut two significant sections.
I lost the course on the way back. But other than that, I thought it was straight up. But you can't really hold it against me if all the cones are knocked down. There's no track. There's no track to follow.
We've reached new levels of roadkill mayhem and blatant disregard for orange cones. Apparently, neither one of these fools can race straight up without cheating the course. So what we're gonna do now is have a drag race from here all the way to the end and back. They can take any route they wish through the cones, but they cannot knock a cone over. If they both knock cones over, they're both out. A lot of wheel speed out of Freiburger.
That is a good race right there.
Yeah.
Whoa!
He's doing it.
Holy crap!
That was awesome.
Nice work, Freiburger.
Yeah, thanks.
It was good competition.
Good game. Way to hustle. I say we do the exact same thing, and I am taking Tony in the Crown Hick.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, the wheels have completely fallen off the autocross program here, but we're having more fun, which is all I care about. Thing about this is, we both have about the same horsepower, but he's got a supercharged 4.6, I have a naturally aspirated 5.7 LS6 engine. Got me.
Woo! That was close.
That was all about the hole shot.
Yeah.
You got me right out of the hole while I was spinning them and held it the whole time. That was fun.
That was super fun.
No, I say you two. You in the muscle truck, you in the Crown Hick.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're just making it up as we go along.
I love it. I won in the Hick, and now I'm driving the muscle truck. Whoa, it's got a stereo. I've never been in this thing.
Strange day at work. Went from autocrossing to drag racing, and now I'm in a truck I never even worked on.
I don't know who I want to win. It's like my truck or my dude. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? It's close. I think Mike's out ahead again. Oh, but Tony's gonna, oh, no, no, no! Tony's in the dirt! Oh!
I might have hit a cone. Maybe a little.
So now what?
You pick. You won, you pick.
Let's slalom again.
Slalom what to what?
Rod and Dotson, I'll take that one. And Lucky in the blue C10 since you built it.
Mike won that last race and called me out. I don't necessarily know that I'm going to win, but I do know that I am going to make it back without breaking down because we built this on our show.
Here are 3 tips for winning an autocross event. Step 1, don't get lost. Step 2, have a car that will finish the event. Step 3, make sure your suspension is good and tight. You know, for going around corners. Winning machine right here.
Lucky, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Finnegan, are you ready?
Go, 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 go!
Go! Go, Finnegan!
That's not right. No. Oh my God. We can't do this event anymore. Great finish!
What a finish! Wow!
I was exhausted about halfway and I just gave up. I was kind of just...
The manual steering's the worst, right?
You totally won, buddy.
He also cheated.
Yeah.
You cheated too?
Maybe a little bit.
Nice! Nice!
There's normally some science behind a vehicle shootout, especially when you're dealing with motor trend, but here we don't deal with rules very well, and obviously we can't be confined by cones. So that means, at the end of the day, there's really only one way to find out what the best muscle truck is on pavement, and that's burnouts for distance. The only rule here is no dragging the brakes, just mash the gas and go.
I've got the all-new manual transmission. I'm going to have to shift gears, and that's not easy because my transmission is straight out of a van in a junkyard, and it doesn't like shifting at RPM.
All right.
That wasn't too bad.
Pretty good distance.
Oh man, Mopar muscle truck for the win. Did you see that 1-2 shift? Dolchek easily went a 1/16 of a mile right there, and I think that's going to be the bar.
There's Lucky.
Shifted. He let off.
I wouldn't even bother marking that.
Oh, weak. Okay, here's how I'm gonna cheat. tire's a little greasy to begin with.
If I was Hot Rod Garage right now, I'd close the doors, just out of business.
How come Freiburger always has a trick up his sleeve? I mean, those tires after that burnout are just turned into soup.
Not by much.
You think he won? I think Steve might have. I was close.
What's the ruling?
We're deliberating.
I saw a lot of confusing parallel lines like along your whole path.
I agree.
Yeah.
You're confused.
Yeah.
With all of the marks on the pavement from the day, it was really hard to see where the tracks ended and who went the furthest, so of course, we decided to go one more time side by side. You want to go no holds barred? Brakes allowed?
I'll accept that.
What do you guys think?
Wait, if brakes are allowed, can I buy my way back in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Three-way brakes allowed, no holds barred. We're gonna end it all. Ready?
Yeah.
Well, I did not see this coming. Plot thickens. Lucky has somehow bought his way back into a race that required no money to enter in the first place. And it's 3 wide. First guy to the cone wins, but the tires have to be spinning.
The whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
All right, Hat Drop starts it. Lucky was dead late. Oh, one more muscle truck. Oh, dude.
How close was that?
That was really close. I think the OG muscle
think
truck
David
got
won.
it by
I
just
think
a
David
little
won.
bit. Dulcich was out of RPM. I thought he had this.
What happened?
Oh, you got him by a nose.
No.
Yeah, but was I spinning them?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm concerned I might not have been spinning them when I crossed the line, I have to admit.
He was coming for you, but right here,
Yeah.
you just had it.
Dulcich had it. Tires smoking, and you just ran out of RPM, and the muscle truck went, oh, right at the end.
Nipped me right at the end. You always beat me, Freiburger.
I'm sorry. I'll buy you beer.
All right, I feel better already. I came into this competition wanting to do one thing, and that's to prove the superiority of the D100 muscle truck. It's got some warts. The transmission doesn't shift, the gearing is not right, it sits way too high to do donuts without fearing flipping over. As much as I love my truck, I really can't declare it the best of the muscle trucks. That, in my opinion, has to go to the original Freiburger and Finnegan muscle truck, the C10 Chevy. If anything, in this competition, it proves that it's really good at everything.
I really am fond of the Crown Hick. It's pretty much the all-around cool truck. I mean, you can do anything with it. But I will say the little Datsun, I'm going to call that the no muscle truck. That's pretty fun. I'm fond of the short bench C10 and the original muscle truck, but I'm going to lean towards the Crown Hick. Kind of arrogant, but I put it together.
It's time to pick my favorite truck, and really, it's got to be the Crown Hick, right? It does everything well. It drives, it handles, it hauls, and I'll use it as a daily driver. It is unstoppable. My favorite truck, though, it's probably Dulcich's truck, because out of all the trucks out here, it's the only one that actually rips and is still carbureted, 4-speed, and totally old school.
Dulcich has the best hair of everyone here. Clearly, it's majestic. And his truck is the best muscle truck around. It has the perfect brown bomber paint, the right stance, the slotted mags, a stereo full of a lot of distortion. Just reeks of, hey, this is the late 70s, early 80s, and I don't care what I look like. All I care about is how my truck goes down the road. I love it. It wins.
Well, this competition has really done nothing to scientifically prove which of these trucks is really best at anything. But it's been a lot of fun, and to me, that's the message that Roadkill wants to send. If you're looking at a truck that is going to be best for drag racing, street driving, autocrossing, hauling junk around, the Hot Rod Garage Crown Hick is it. But if you're going to ask me personally which one of these vehicles I'd like to have, it's still got to be the OG Roadkill muscle truck. Why? Because it sounds awesome, it does killer burnouts, and it's probably the Roadkill vehicle that has done the most things, taken the biggest beating, and never actually let us down, and it just still looks awesome doing it, even though it's a complete piece of junk. So, honest answer, Crown Hick. Emotional answer, OG muscle truck. Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com. Whoever draws the longest stick goes first, and then it'll go in descending order.
Trying to see. What's your reaction?
Cheating SOB.
What's your reaction? What's your reaction to which one I'm taking?
There's strategy involved here.
Whoa.
Oh,
you're
pretty
pretty
good.
Please don't break. See this rusty 68 Charger? Dream car. I have always wanted one. Ever since I watched the Dukes of Hazzard as a kid, this has been my dream, except I didn't want a nice Charger, I wanted junk. Junk that I could slide around dirt roads, junk that I could go off-roading with. And as it turns out, I found the junk.
You found a junk one, you
on
sure did.
eBay.
Yeah.
Of all places, late at night, I may have been under the influence of some frosty cold beverages when I bought this thing, thinking it was a dirt track car. But then I found out a man named Joe Barry built this car to go racing in '68 and never finished the job.
I love that part of the story. Because of the way the rules are set up, he could do it by building something in his backyard, and he built it and he never got it to the race. So this car has just unfulfilled promise. And we're trying to get this car back on the road, and we're gonna drive it back up to Indy.
We're gonna go find Mr. Joe Barry, who's never driven the car. When I picked up the car, it was missing its original 383 and 4-speed trans. I had a new 383 engine and 6-speed trans that I've been wanting to put in the right Charger, and this was a perfect match.
I came in a few days ago, we've had a bunch of help from other guys, and we've already got an engine and trans in this thing. We've got the brakes figured out. It's been a long haul, but there's tons left to do.
Here's an indication of how long I wanted a Charger. I had this engine 2 years before I ever found this car. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing running and driving, put a plate on it, and head to Indy and find Mr. Joe Barry. Yeah, so lots left to do. Let's go to work.
All right, so we dug into this car, and it's crazy. No one ever built them like this, I don't think. The bars and stuff that he used to make this car are way too thick. It's all super industrial, like 250 wall tubing. This car must weigh an extra 1,000 pounds, but I'll show you. He's got a perimeter frame, basically like a roll cage that goes all the way around the entire car. It's got Ford F-250 brakes, and he went in and had somebody weld in the F-250 spindle on this thing. So it does have giant bearings and stuff, 12-inch brakes. It should work. He got C-body bars from like a Fury or something, maybe a Fury cop car, welded it behind the B-body mount and sort of made it all work. He's got a Willys rear end in this thing.
Yeah, it's like a 48 to 53 Timken rear end out of a Willys truck.
Out of a Willys truck. It actually came with some super cool NASCAR 8-lug racing wheels that I don't think you could ever find again. They're gonna go on this car and it's gonna look awesome. And we're gonna make this thing finally see some action. If you cut out the inner fender of a Mopar, that's where all the structure and all the strength of this holding the whole front end up is. So I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna come in with a tube, weld it in here, come across, and tie it into the roll cage, and that will support the whole front end, and then I can mount the shocks on it.
There's absolutely no wiring in the car, so from taillights to headlights, ignition system, all that stuff, we've got to run wires throughout the car. We've got to mount the ignition box. Some of these things can't happen until we know where they need to go. Like until the seat's in, you really don't know where you want the switches to go, because once you're all buckled in, you got to be able to reach that stuff. So we're making educated guesses and making as much progress as we can.
This side's a little more complicated. There's the clutch master down there, and there's the brake master up here. I want to make sure that we can still get the reservoir cap off and fill that thing up easily.
So here's our dilemma, right? We hacked up the bottom of the car to put in our T56 trans, and we used a Silver Sport Transmissions kit to install it. Part of the kit is this nifty cross member that should go right there if your Charger is stock. Ours is not. Joe Barry took C-body torsion bars, which come from a longer car, right? Making all this much bigger than it used to be. And because of that, our Silver Sport Transmissions crossmember will not fit in here at all. We're gonna build a new one. We've got to clear the exhaust, we've got to stiffen the floor back up, we've got to make all this better than it currently is.
I've got the new shock support bars in, and I've got all the plates made. I'm gonna put this thing on the ground so that it's level and under its own weight before I weld those in. But one thing we've been short on are these adjuster springs. We've gotten like 10 different sets ordered, and none of them were exactly right. I'm just sort of modifying the ends, and they're not perfect, but I'm gonna make these springs work.
Here's something for you guys at home. If you don't have a tube bender, don't let that stop you from making a tubular transmission mount. This is just some 2x4 rectangular tubing that you make a frame rail out of. Slash cut, 2 holes drilled through it, bolted to the isolator for the trans. Okay, it's done. Look at that. For Star Trek. To the transmission.
To the transmission and beyond. So we had this drive shaft made by a local dude, and hopefully it's the right length. Oh yeah, I think we're in business here. That's awesome. One less thing to worry about.
Now let it down. Done. Oh man, it's a good day. We got a lot of stuff built. We have radiator hoses now. We have a trans mount. We have a drive shaft. We got a whole bunch of parts in boxes we haven't even opened yet, and it looks like Tony's gonna finish the brakes.
The front drums fit fine, and I couldn't get the back ones on, and then thought about to myself, you know what? The front seemed loose and the backs were super tight, so I swapped them. Now they went right on. I just put the wheels on for the last time. Finn's got the exhaust up, and we can put this thing on the ground.
Coming down. Oh my God, this car is so low to the ground.
Super low.
That is badass.
Yeah, it's pretty
Dude, it's a
gnarly.
good stance. It's raked.
It looks great.
Either the front frame rails are bent down or it has a great rake.
Look at that. It's perfect.
Oh my God. This just got real.
It moves.
Now I can taste it.
Yeah.
Dude, this is badass, man.
It looks pretty square.
We're not making it on these tires. Look how much camber's in it.
On that one, not this one. This one's straight up and down.
Evil.
Probably gonna drive great, because it looks awesome.
Right about now, I'm ripping out the old fuel cell and installing a new one, which is actually smaller, so none of the old mounting points work. Our fuel cell isn't flat on the bottom like his was. It's got a sump. It's like a drag race style deal. It's got a rear sump to angle the fuel backwards into the pickup area. But the problem with that is it hit the angle iron, so I cut the angle iron in half. Then I made this piece, which is notched. I'll butt that up against the 2 pieces of angle iron, weld it all the way around. That'll give room for the sump and the fittings to come through. Oh, look at that.
Boom!
Fits. It's starting to look like a race car.
It's getting there. So both bars, I'm just burning them in for good, and then that'll be it, except for just adding the shock mounts. The bars really made it, really spruced the place up.
What do we got left? Let's go over the list. What can we cross off?
Obviously the motor is in, the trans connected to the rear with the drive shaft. There's a bunch more wiring to do.
Let's make it run.
Wire it all up, we'll make it run, and then the next big hurdle will be stuff like
Driving.
yeah, I like driving.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite.
Driving's good.
Let's do it.
You're pretty good at it.
Thanks, buddy. Am I Bo or Luke?
You're dark-haired, so that makes you Luke. And
Luke
never drove.
Luke doesn't drive.
Luke never drove. And we are nearing the end. Right now, Tony's inside the car wiring up the dash. I am buttoning up a couple of things under the hood right now, including, remarkably, a puke tank for our cooling system. Moving on.
We went to the parts store, got some truck shocks that are like 22 inches fully extended, something like that. It's perfect length, and I'm gonna weld them in, and then this thing is totally done suspension-wise. Fire in the hole. Go out with it.
Oh, yeah. This is it. After 50 years, this car is finally gonna run. We have a brand new engine, brand new transmission, used tires. I don't even know how old those are, and that is not gonna stop us from pretending like we are Bo and Luke Duke going NASCAR racing.
That's right.
Bo Shears, I'll break in that new camshaft?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Here we go. Timing close or what?
Should be.
It's not even burbling.
Go ahead.
Give a shot?
Yeah.
How many marks are on that thing? The actual mark.
1 mark, and then the tab.
Goes how far does the tab go?
10 degrees.
We get it close.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Can you believe it? That thing has not made noise in 50 years. Right now, the guys are eyeballing the engine, checking cylinder head temperatures for every port.
It's stable now, and I don't want that camshaft to go flat, even though it seems like the cylinders aren't running exactly the same. They're different temperatures. Once we turn it off, play with the carburetor, make sure the timing's dialed, and hopefully we can actually put some load on this thing, finally drive this car.
Motor sounds insane. Still though, breaking in a flat tappet cam always scares me. So I'm gonna pull the oil filter out of the car, cut it open, look inside the pleats, look for metal. So I like to use a metal pan like this because it's light colored, and if you see anything in there, it'll be obvious. Boshears builds a good engine. There are no metal flakes in this filter. If that camshaft was going away, we'd see nothing but glitter in here.
Yeah. I feel pretty good about it.
I'm good at this.
Wait, check this out. How sweet that is. Look at that. Look at those lights. Have you seen this thing lit up?
No, I've never seen these taillights lit up. Dude, those are great. That is evil.
It looks awesome. It looks like a shark. It's so big and low. It's awesome. All right, dudes, that's it for tonight. Gonna leave in the morning. Time to officially make this a race car by putting stickers on it, because everybody knows that's what makes race cars fast.
This is from Procar. Classic set of reclining vinyl seats. Safety first.
The belt.
Let's put the belt in. We are 1 seat away from backing the Charger out of the garage and hitting the road. Once this mirror is on, we can leave.
I'm so ready. Actually, looks good.
We are off to Indiana. When's the last time this car ever did this?
Yeah.
Dude, the brakes aren't that bad.
No way.
Really not. Come on, baby.
What is that?
Drive shaft hitting the floor.
Yeah, maybe. How's temp and everything left?
Temp's good, oil's good. Something turning loose. Pulls to the left. Really wants to go left.
I bet it does.
I'm gonna get on it a little bit and see if something hits the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we need to go back to the house. Well, that was success. This car ran and drove all the way around my block and made 2 or 3 horrific noises that prompted us to come back to the garage here. Felt like the drive shaft was hitting something under the car, and then it sounded like something was falling off the front of the car, but overall, not bad. I think I know what part of the problem might be. When the pinion wraps, I think it's pushing the drive shaft into the floor of the car.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as you hit the gas, it gets pretty rocked.
That's what it is. I can see a mark on the drive shaft. It looks like the floor's been smacked. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna jack the rear end up and take some of the load off of the bolts going through the leaf spring hangers. Tony's gonna knock the bolts out and move the bolt and the eyelet of the leaf spring down 1 hole in the hanger, which is gonna increase the distance between the frame rail and the axle, lifting the car up.
Coming down. You raise it up a little.
Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna look, it's fixed.
Yeah, for sure.
No, much better. This may be the fastest this car's ever gone. I love the quarter panels on this car, dude.
No, this car is sexy as hell.
All right, so far so good.
Yeah. Oh, we did it. We're driving a Charger.
We are. Oh, hell.
What's going on here?
Tires, maybe? Bent wheel?
The rear end is hopping up and down.
Rear end is loud.
Yeah, this rear end sucks.
It's backwards day. We are not overheating. We have oil pressure. The thing seems to drive okay. And yet, here we are next to an auto parts store because although we lifted the car a little bit, not nearly enough. Every time we hit a bump, the pinion of the rear end and that yoke right there, U-joint, are smacking the bottom of the car. What we are gonna do is make the problem slightly more comfortable. These are rubber brakes. Let's go on the pedals, you know, so your feet don't slip off. But I figure if you stack enough of these together and tape them to the pinion of the rear end, every time it rotates up and hits the floor, it won't be that big of a deal. And if that doesn't work, then maybe we'll attempt at actually fixing the real problem. Well, all right. I'm sure that repair is gonna last at least 4 or 5 miles. That's better. So we're mobbing down the highway doing like 70 miles an hour. And all of a sudden we hit a bump, our brand new isolator falls out of the rear end. Suddenly the rear end's hitting the sheet metal again. That kind of sucks. We can deal with that. But then it starts pouring rain. And oddly enough, these 40 or 50-year-old Hoosier dirt track tires don't work too well in the rain. So I called my buddy Bo Shear, say, who do you know in Calhoun? He says, go see the boys at Sexton Automotive. They have a tire machine. So we're gonna put on a set of BFG radial TAs, like big fat 295 ones. We got them from TireRack.com, and hopefully we'll be back on the road shortly.
Well, see, you should have a bead so the tire don't just fall back off of it.
Right, that's just smooth.
It's just smooth. There's nothing there for the tire to catch on.
Wow, so that's why these had tubes in them. Let's recap what happened here. I bought a car because I fell in love with the wheels. I mean, yeah, it's a Charger, but this is a crappy Charger. I really like the fact that it had 8 lug wheels on it. And now we can't put new radial tires on these old wheels because these old wheels need tubes. Why can't you run a tube with a radial?
You can. They just don't recommend it.
Tubes reduce the flexibility of tubeless tires. This could shorten the life of the tire rather dramatically if you run it anywhere near its maximum load or speed rating. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. This car got death wobbles at 70 miles an hour. I think we're fine. I think we can make it to Indiana on tubes in our radials. Please don't ever do this at home. I don't know why, but I'm told it's a bad idea.
So these guys have a lift so we can really see what's going on. We are going to put in a pinion snubber, more or less. We're gonna mount it right to this reinforced floor pan right here, and hopefully it smashes into the snout of this rear end and stops the yoke from smashing into the floor.
It's version 2.0 of our suspension system.
We're just evolving our design. It's no big deal.
So I'm happy that we have tires now. I'm happy that the drive shaft's no longer hitting the floor.
Yeah, the dudes at Sexton's are awesome.
You need illegal tubes put in your radial tires, you know where to go.
Allegedly. Allegedly. All right, do it, do it.
I just did it. Ha! Suck it, Bo Duke.
All right.
Oh, it drives better.
Yeah?
Yeah. Tires are good.
You just did a burnout, too.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
And the rear end didn't break yet.
How about that?
Woohoo!
All right.
Well, only 450 more miles to go.
That ain't bad.
We gotta find Joe Barry and have fun.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Friday night, and we're cruising in this. Woo!
Was my turn behind the wheel, and I'm like getting a feel for it, and it's kind of swervy and it's kind of darty, but I got it dialed in. It's really feeling like a sense of accomplishment, and all of a sudden the front and the corner of the car just fell, and I could feel, I knew a tire was going away, and it started pulling it really hard to the left. That whole corner of the car starts dragging on the ground, but right now we're out of options. This thing's gonna hit a flatbed. We'll find somewhere to crash, and we will figure it out in the morning.
So earlier we told you that these, for bias ply tires, do not mix with those radial tires at all. But we were gonna do it anyway, and we did. And then we blew a tire. So now...
And it was scary.
It was a little scary. It was. And we also told you that these wheels don't have a bead around the inside of them to kind of hold the radial tires on there so that you can even mount them. And as it turns out, with enough air pressure, you can mount radial tires on these wheels without these in there. So we're gonna do that. And although this is not the right way to do things, this is roadkill, and well, we're gonna go find Joe Barry. In our car, not on a trailer. Or we're going tubing.
Yeah, that sounds dope, because it's hot.
Find a river, a 12-pack.
Let's do this.
The guys in the Charger right behind us.
What up? How you doing?
Are they roadkill fans?
I guess they are now.
Wow, that's great. We're doing it. We're on the road again.
Finally, dude.
It's better, dude. It doesn't return. It still wants to, if you're going left, you're going to keep going left.
Yeah, you gotta steer it.
But it's less twitchy now. I think we're already going faster than we ever have. 73.
I can smell oil when you're hammering on it, though.
Yeah, those breathers don't have baffles in them.
Something.
And the valve cover leaks. Dude, we're doing good. I feel like I've been beaten like a rented mule.
Yeah, I feel like I got run over by a dump truck, dude.
Almost there.
I mean, we're in Indy. We made it. We got here
we made
at
it.
2:45 in the morning. We're here, and it's time to meet this dude.
Yeah.
Oh, to the right here.
Oh, hey. That's the guy.
There he is.
Dude, he's not short. Why is this seat like
Because the
this?
seats were different. Here's going. I'm Tony.
I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing better now. When was the last time you saw this car?
Real close to 50 years.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Could you just tell me how you got your hands on this originally?
Had a friend that had a friend, and he bought it brand new and wrecked it. We put it all back together.
Did you even get to go around the block in it or anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We lived out in the country, and I had it out, but
Okay, just never on the track.
never got it on a track.
Very cool. You want to see what we did to it?
Yeah.
We did a couple of upgrades.
Say the engine wasn't in it when you got it.
No, when I got it, the 4-speed was gone and the 383 was gone. Tony and I and a few of our friends got together, and in 6 days, put a new 383 in it, a new 6-speed trans.
It runs good. I mean, we've been driving this thing. We've put 500 miles on it the last couple of days.
Yeah, yeah.
Never had it ready for NASCAR, but we got an invitation. I got a letter from NASCAR there.
Ontario Motor Speedway.
500 miles on a 2.5-mile oval.
Yeah, it's still there. December 7th, 1970.
Wow. So you were going to go try to make that race, you think?
No.
Oh, no, you weren't.
No,
Okay.
I didn't have money to finish that, let alone drag that thing to California.
This is so cool because now we know, what it did look like. You're like, that door is green, so I'm imagining you got a door out of the junkyard there to replace the old one that was smashed up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to ride in this thing?
Nah.
Come on. No, not even around the block? Do
Nah.
you want to drive it?
Nah. That is a death trap.
He is totally aware.
That's pretty much what they were like back then. They were death traps, all of them.
Yeah. Is it hard to see it after all these years, or?
Just a big broken dream. at the time.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed seeing it. It's neat.
We enjoyed putting it back together, man. It was super fun.
This is my dream car. I always wanted one. I never wanted a show car because I like to drive them, you know? The name on the door was how we tracked you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always put your name on your car. Like your mom did on your underwear when you were 3.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna get out of your hair.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been an honor to meet you.
Enjoyed it.
thank
Enjoyed
you so
meeting
much.
you guys.
We've met the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that built this Charger. I mean, we saw old photos of the car, letters from USAC saying he could go race NASCAR with this car. It's been an amazing time. It's been an amazing journey.
We're gonna take this death trap out, and we're gonna hit this local airport that we rented and see if it feels like a race car, because we're gonna finally see some action in this thing.
All right, thanks, Joe. See ya.
Have a great one.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
We did it.
I can't believe he had a photo of the car. And did you see how nice it was?
It looked great. I think it was a little emotional.
He was, because there was a point in the conversation where I was like, oh God, what have I done?
All right, so this Charger's almost there. We resurrected this thing. We drove it across the country. We found Joe Barry, the original racer owner, and it's never seen any real action, right? Right. Well, let's do it.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Hell yeah! We're going real fast.
71. Dude, it corners kind of good.
It does corner kind of good.
Still alive though.
That was fun and terrifying.
Nice work.
Jeez! I hear it knocking and I think it's coming in, dude.
Hopes and dreams are holding that axle in this car.
All right, I think we're done. This rear end is about to tear to the floor.
Oh, we're on fire. Get out. Get out. We're on
Fire.
We're on fire. Get out. You want to spit on it? It's just oil. We'll be all right. Wow, that's a lot of oil. See, look at that.
It's out.
Nice work. Right
There we
here.
go.
Nice work. Oh, it's getting worse. This is the end. Yeah, we're done.
Yep.
It's a fitting on the radiator that we don't have a replacement for that's...
It's got a cap on it. Those rubber caps never last, dude.
Yeah, well, not through that.
Oh my God, dude. This car rules, though. It is very fun to drive around turns. It will not stop. We almost went on the highway there.
Joe Barry's a genius. Did
Yeah,
you
I know.
see how well it cornered?
Yeah, pretty good.
I mean, the brakes are horrific, but... Beer?
Yeah, Pierce. Pierce, flight's home.
So in the end, a $2 fitting in the radiator burned us, and we couldn't drive around the track anymore. But that's not the point. The best thing about this is that we took one man's broken dream and were able to piece together a dream of our own. I've always wanted my own version of the General Lee, and now I've got it. In a matter of days, we brought this Charger back to life and put it back on the road where it belongs. This thing is rough, it's a mess, and certainly has more kinks to work out, but it's unbelievably fun to romp on and looks awesome while doing so. And if that's not enough of a win, you're probably doing it all wrong.
Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com.
Let's go find Joe Barry.
Drive your Charger.
Wow, that's
It doesn't turn much.
full lock. Gonna take out the garbage can.
Might clear it.
Nope. It's a big car.
This time on Roadkill, we take a 50-year-old car to the top of Pikes Peak, which is over there somewhere.
We just don't quite make it all the way back down.
Not really. If you remember, we were here at Andy Moss's collection of junk back in episode 55 when we built the Brohammer Cadillac.
Yeah! Remember that car? Cadillac, cut the roof off of it, stuffed a 12-valve Cummins under the hood of that, and then jumped it.
I saw this 1967 Chevy Biscayne at that time, and it stuck in my brain. I've always wanted to go to the 14,000-foot peak of Pikes Peak, which is where they do that annual hill climb event that's been going on forever. So I had to acquire a car, which is right there. This thing's been sitting long enough that it's a good junkyard rescue. Let's pick that thing up, make it run, and see if we can get a 1967 50-year-old Chevrolet to the top of Pikes Peak. What is that stuff?
It's strong. Like,
wow, that's hardcore. Problem is, this place is like loaded with wasps, and they apparently like make nests and door jams. And
you picked the car that they're all going into.
I know it. So you have absolutely no understanding of this car, right?
Oh, no. Like
no
every
love?
Roadkill, I go into it with negative info.
Negative
I don't even
info?
bother Wikipediaing what we're driving.
67 Chevy Biscayne, which is the same as an Impala, but it's the lowest possible trim line, and it's the sedan version. It's just a cool body style. They made 427 4-speeds in 68 and in 66, but not in 67. The thing is, though, this GM platform...
You love.
I love. It is just the ultimate highway cruiser. And it handles terribly and has really bad manual drum brakes, so it's perfect for what we're gonna do.
You've proven with the Crusher Impala that they are a lot of fun.
Except for this is a 283 with a power glide.
Still, awesome car.
Wow.
The jungle was trying to reclaim this. Look at that.
Pretty bad.
The mice did not get to this part of the wire, so that means we can put an Optima in here and at least try to crank it.
Yeah. We need oil. What we're doing here is just going over the basic fluid check. Theoretically, it fires right up and runs and drives. I brought the fire.
All right.
Ooh, the interior's nice. Wow, it's hot in here. Is this in park-ish? Oh, wow. Okay, that was way too easy.
That's a good sign. I'll put some water in the radiator.
Yeah, this is far too easy. This is gonna bite us later.
It's fired up. It's made minimal noise. I'll fix it.
No.
It's gotta be flammable, right?
It's not picking up, or the accelerator pump isn't working. Well, there's nothing wrong with the old fuel filter. You can breathe right through that thing, but I'm gonna put our new one on anyway. So that narrows down either the fuel pump's bad, or we've got a hole in a fuel line somewhere, or we don't have enough gas in the tank. I don't know. Now we've been cranking it and cranking it and cranking it and running it on starting fluid and pouring gas down the throat, and it's still not picking up fuel. But you'll see I came prepared. Before I came here, Andy kind of told me what the situation was with the car, and I ended up buying a bunch of replacement parts. New fuel pump going in. All right, ready to start it again?
Yeah.
Cross your fingers.
There we go. Fuel!
Yes!
It's alive and it's not noisy at all.
What a relief. Okay, giant car, no power steering, no brakes at all. Gotta drive the thing through a little narrow alleyway to get inside.
I'll be out here directing. Air traffic control. Oh boy. You're good.
Is that
You're
clear?
good. Plenty of room. Keep going. All right, straight. This way. You're good.
Well, we got it inside. Okay, I got it. This is our old list from when we did the bro hammer.
Man, that's cool.
And it's still here. This one is going to be the Biz Bomb. So, brakes,
plug wires,
plug wires,
tires.
Yep. We need to like vacuum it out, right?
This, oh dude, that's all turds.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
Where do you want to begin? Food?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm down with food.
I like dinner.
Do you want to just call it for the day and vacation and come back tomorrow?
No.
Well, it's Tuesday break day. I think we're gonna pull all the drums off this thing and just see what we've got to deal with. And then what? Spark plug wires, vacuum it out, hit the road.
It's day 2. Things are going good. Car is already up on jack stands. We're gonna take the wheels off. We're gonna look at the brakes. We're probably gonna find lots wrong. Ignore most of it. Just bleed them and hit the road because we're thirsting for adventure.
Wow, this wheel bearing's bone dry.
Well, then it's a good thing we're doing all this preventative maintenance.
When I opened this, I wanted to check to see if the wheel bearing was leaking, and it was completely dry down here. But then I peeled back this rubber end and puke, it started leaking fluid out. The piston in there is leaking brake fluid, so I'll have to fix it.
This one won't come off, so it's probably okay. So I can't seem to get my drum off the passenger side of the car. This one, that slot doesn't exist, so you can't put the screwdriver in there. This feels very roadkill.
Okay, got my wheel cylinder out and my brake hose. This is a because roadkill. The brass washer, which is the thing that seals this to the cylinder, came in the box maimed. Completely broken all the way through. I'm gonna attempt to get it out of the old one, which could be a trick. Oh, nice. There we go. Boom. 50-year-old washer saves the day.
Yay! I never work on drum brakes. In fact, these really weren't in my high school parking lot. Drum brakes shouldn't even be in my vocabulary. So if I don't take a picture, I'm gonna forget where everything goes. Got the drum off, got the wheel cylinder out. Problem is, when I did all of that, I broke the brake line that goes from the wheel cylinder to the frame. It was gonna break, probably going up Pikes Peak, so it's better that I broke it here.
Yeah.
So that's no good. We're gonna take that wheel cylinder out, maybe put some fluid in the rear end. Be on our way after we fix that brake line I broke earlier.
Boom. That's great. Mine's good, but I guess I might as well replace it.
There are ladybugs everywhere. Look at all the luck crawling up right now.
Man, that's classy.
Yeah, notice how I went under the linkage. We've never done this.
We've done fuel line over the roof. I don't recall brake line over the engine before. We broke that brake line on the other side of the car, and so Finnegan went and got a really, really long line. And instead of trying to bend it around the front cross member and everything, we're just going right up and over the engine. And all new wheel cylinders. We didn't do the master, but it pumps up, so I think we're good. Ready to bleed?
Yes.
These cars are great. They're so comfy.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding.
Oh yeah, I heard air come right out of it.
Yep, I felt air come right out of it.
Hey, that's a new tire.
We got new tires. Brakes are bled. We finally get to put tires on and put this thing on the ground. You know what's super cool is that Andy was able to mount and balance these things right here in his own shop. I got Cooper Cobra GTs, which Tire Rack now sells, and two 4560s in the front, two 7560s in the rear. Let's find out if I screwed it up or if they fit.
Another nice thing about coming to this place was we had a bent wheel on the car. He swapped it out for us. So now we have 4 round ones.
That feels like a victory.
Oh, this thing's gonna ride good. Look at that. This is the kind of action you want. That's what you want right there.
Brakes done, plug wires done, tires done. All we have is interior detailing. We're good to go. Ooh, brakes that break.
You're doing great.
I'm really not gonna hit it.
It's a large car. It's hard to tell, I know. No bees, no hornets. I don't smell anything unusual.
No, so far so good. First time on the road for 5 years or so. Not bad.
That's a nice steering wheel.
It's pretty good.
Low gear. High gear.
Perfect. We're set.
We could go anywhere we want right now.
See the USA in your Chevrolet.
We have 2 speeds, 4 tires. I assure you, Freiburger, those brakes work.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, they're not going to leak.
Is it proven?
Oh yeah. Does it stop?
Oh, that's a good point. Ready?
Yeah, hit it. Look at us. Look
Not
at
bad.
what we made.
It died. We're out of gas.
Oh, let's get gas.
Yeah, we're gonna. It drives great. It handles terrible. So let's go at Pike speed.
Yeah.
I'm legitimately concerned that I'm gonna have altitude sickness.
I'm excited to find out what that feels like.
Okay, now it's getting hot. Naturally. Now it's 200.
I'm okay with 200.
Well, we made it like 3 miles down the road, filled it up with gas, and now's the time for that famous expression, you think you hate it now, but wait till you drive it.
I get to drive?
You're up. We're going to racetrack. I figured you'd want to.
Are you giving it to me now because it's overheating?
Yeah. Ooh, we're off.
Decent turn in. Okay, I like it. I like it.
It handles like a bowling ball on a waterbed.
Wants to push a little bit here. She could stand to be lighter and stiffer and, you know.
Better.
Yeah, better. Things we can't really take care of right now, but
Less Biscayne.
a lot less Biscayne.
Now it's 200. I think it's probably low on water.
Imagine that, we're overheating.
The thing is, this thing runs cool just sitting there for half an hour, but as soon as you go 55 miles an hour, it runs at 200, then 210, then 220. So it's just an airflow issue. This fan clutch is garbage.
Which we ordered for tomorrow. So
I think that helps.
it's already better.
We could get rid of the air conditioning condenser.
Yeah.
Win.
I think it's better.
Done. It's gotta be.
I don't think it's fixed,
Can't be worse.
but I think it's better. It's certainly lighter. Practically a race car now. Is that it? Is that really? That's all?
Go, go, go.
Come on. I have to merge with traffic, car. Come on. Ah, we live. I recognize this place.
Oh yeah, right. The road should be right there.
Do you have any idea what the name of this place is?
It's an out of business road race track. That's all I know. And it's cool with bridge.
Oh, hey, look at this.
There, you're on it.
This is the track, dude. We are on the racing surface.
Yep. Boom! Check this out. The overheating is not fixed, but this is how much we care because we found this.
What an awesome day.
This is an abandoned road race track in the middle of nowhere, Colorado.
Without a no trespassing sign. I mean, it's implied they just dumped dirt along the middle of the start finish area.
But there's no sign anywhere.
There was no sign saying, do not drive your overheating car here.
The sign to me said, drive through here where there's no dirt.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna make a lap. It's gonna be good. I forgot you don't care about this car at all. I should have had that in my mind. I think this is a right. Yep. Yep. That's free. It had oil pressure around the corner. That makes me happy.
All right, there's a left-hand turn somewhere over here.
In here.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. We're doing great. Still alive. Whoa, you're off the track.
Are you sure?
There.
It's really hard to tell.
Wait, big right. You're over there. Oh, you actually slid it around.
Yeah.
I guess the plants are a little bit loose.
Oh, hello.
Down here.
Oh, yeah, down here.
I feel you can handle the straightaway.
I can see now.
Oh, that was a bad one.
That was a really big one.
And stop.
We made it! Yes, we live. Oh, wow, you should look at the radiator now.
Oh, that is not better.
It looks like Christmas in there.
That's ungood. We can fix that. This is awesome. This is not helping the overheating situation.
No,
Look at this. This is what we get for beating on our brand new car. It won't run now. Maybe it's because, what is all this stuff?
No, that's the AC stuff.
Is it?
That was already off.
Okay. Our problem now is we had a bunch of fun, but we've been punished because now the car won't run.
What's the fuel filter look like?
So pretty much I think we're gonna be stuck here again until tomorrow because the fuel filter is dead empty.
Wow, we ran out of gas.
Yeah, this time you'll have to walk for gas. There's one thing that you should learn from Roadkill, I think. It's that if you pick up an old car, the Achilles heel is the cooling system.
Always.
Every single time. But remember when we solved it in the Dragwar episode with a car wash?
Yes.
We're gonna do it again.
Yes, right now.
The thing we're worried about is that there was a bunch of dirt and obviously leaves packed into the fins of the radiator, and we think it was getting no airflow. Either that or it's completely plugged inside, one or the other.
This is what I was born to do.
As soon as he's done, he's gonna squirt me, so I'm walking over here.
Now I'm just detailing. Can't turn it off. You know what that means. You know what I gotta do, right? I wouldn't. That's just me. I wouldn't do that. Do we just drive straight to Pikes Peak and halfway up the mountain when we're delirious, that's when we change the van clutch?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm delirious now.
All right. I'm in.
It'll only get worse at 14,000 feet.
$140.
Staying super cold so far.
Yeah. Almost as if we know what we were doing.
Oh yeah. Master level.
Problem solving. Not just parts changing.
All right, here comes the true scientific test
That's right.
of cooling.
With Mike behind the wheel, does it overheat on the freeway?
That was troubleshooting, right?
Yeah, look at us. The engine's surging a little bit.
That vacuum leak might be affecting it at part throttle, leaning it out, which will be good for Pikes Peak. But there's less air at the top, so it gets richer and richer as you go. So if there's a vacuum leak, that's more air in the motor.
Right.
It's perfectly tuned for altitude. Car wash time again.
Yeah, it's running poorly.
Yeah, you're right. And in addition to still overheating, although we made it better, it overheats more slowly.
Yes.
It runs like doo-doo. It's got a big vacuum leak, which is why it keeps dying at every signal, and that's also telling us that it's dead lean, which would make an engine hot and surge,
Yes, we're gonna try to fix our vacuum leak because I think that is going to be the key to our success.
Trying to cool off the parts we're going to be touching. So look, if I spin the fan up like this and then stop, it just keeps spinning. That's bad. So the fan clutch is a device that's on there that's supposed to have a thermostatic control on it, or sometimes they're centrifugal, and it's got a fluid coupling in it and a little clutch, so that when you're driving on the highway and it's running cool because the air coming through it, it's supposed to disengage the clutch. But I think it's disengaged always right now. It's an easy fix, and we already bought the clutch. You know, we could have fixed all these problems all at the same time, but then we wouldn't be on the road having fun. We'd still be back at that junkyard. Got it. There we go. See, there's the little temperature coil. It's all clogged up with junk. You have to be careful with fan clutches. You can buy them that spin the wrong direction. We're having to rob bolts off the car because our old fan clutch had studs in it to hold the fan on, and the new one has just bolt holes. So I'm thieving 5/16 course bolts off the car in order to hold the fan on.
This is going to solve a number of problems.
So the deal with this vacuum leak is when the engine's running, there's a vacuum in the intake manifold, negative pressure. And if you've got an open hole in the intake manifold so that that's leaking, the engine just doesn't like to run right. It especially stalls at idle. And I just found a real big vacuum leak in this line right here. What I'm gonna do is make a plug out of this hose by cutting off the bad end, putting a spark plug in this end, and then hose clamping it back on. Look at that. This is an official GM hose. So rumor has it, this car has 59,000 original miles on it, and it's so trashed because it sat out in the field forever. And there's some indicators that could be true. GM hose, original windshield wipers, and now you just put a spark plug in there, and that becomes an awesome vacuum plug. We're gonna be good.
Let's go. We got a mountain to climb.
I think we just turned a corner.
Oh, dude.
Smooth sailing.
We're going right up a mountain now.
Yeah. Nice work. That was the tweak.
Nice work.
Less than 160 degrees right now, but this is not the true challenge. Gotta get on the highway. It's not fixed, the hood's coming off.
Yeah. Brakes work.
Well, it still overheats bad. Like 235 degrees on the highway, which probably means the radiator's plugged. Which means, old school Roadkill fans, we're about to go to the classic. Yep, hood on the roof.
This is gonna work.
But wait, I was prepared for this. Check this out. This is gonna be high fashion. I don't want to dent the roof with the hood, so we got pads. Did you want to go floral or striped?
It's appropriate that you've got stuff that would come from grandma's furniture to protect grandma's car.
So grandma's more floral, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Proven to work, I think. If it doesn't, I'm calling it a bad gauge. Hood's not moving, straps aren't fluttering. Home free. Again.
We're holding steady at 180. Maybe the gauge is off by like 20 degrees.
Yep. Finally, this is it. We're going to the top of Pikes Peak, 14,100 plus elevation. So here's what makes this relevant. This is the scene of the Pikes Peak hill climb that's been going on since 1916. Guys race this windy road all the way to the top. And when I was the editor of Hot Rod Magazine, I used to pore over the old images in our archives of guys running up there in like giant 50s sedans and sprint cars and muscle cars. And, you know, full-size stuff, like there was one guy with an Olds Toronado, so big things like this car. And there was one image that always stuck in my mind of this early Plymouth B-body just teetering over the edge. And that's where the peril comes in. And so we've got cliffs, we've got turns, we've got junky old car, and then of course there's altitude sickness.
We're gonna make it.
That's where we're going, look at that. Up to the top.
There's still snow patches up there, and it's
Little bit.
June. Or we now have our cans of oxygen. I want to try this just to see if it does anything. What if it's a scam?
It could be.
Let's find out.
How's it feel?
Like air, I guess. When the race began, this was all dirt, correct?
The guy made this highway wide. It used to be like a carriage road,
Okay.
and he made it into a double wide dirt road. And to promote that, he started the race.
We're doing what no men in a 67 Biscayne have ever done before.
It's the first time it's been done in a 50-year-old 67 Biscayne.
With no hood.
No hood.
This is steep. Are we overheating? Nope, we're good. All right, we're good. Oh, I was worried they weren't going to let us in, you know.
Hi.
Make it all right?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I love this car.
We do too.
You got that secure?
Yes, ma'am.
It is very.
Okay. Now, actually, shuttles are running today out of mile 16.
Oh, you can't drive all the way to the top?
No.
There's parking issues up there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Here we go.
And we're off.
Oh, I feel my ears.
Already?
I laugh in the face of altitude.
So I'll drive to the end of the tree line and you can take it from the tree line up.
I don't know what that means.
Well, at some altitude, trees don't grow anymore. And so that's where the tree line is. Oh, wow, this is pretty great.
We're almost even with the clouds. Look at that.
They call this the climb to the clouds.
Oh, really?
This is America's mountain, and the race is the climb to the clouds.
Oh. Hey, look, a lake.
Oh, look, lake.
That's cool looking.
Yeah. Roadkill fan.
Roadkill fan. How did he know?
That was cool. We lived to 11,440 feet.
And look, there's the tree line right there.
Honestly, the whole thing's just awesome. This is pretty cool.
You want to drive or ride?
You should drive.
All right.
Yeah. Car's nice and cool.
Here we go.
I have a feeling going back down might be more sketchy than going up.
Yeah, I'm also getting some good blow-by up here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be well oiled by the time we're done here.
Look off to your left.
Here, up here.
Now imagine going 90 miles an hour around this corner.
Not in this turd.
Wow, this is why they call it Race to the Clouds. Look at that.
This is amazing. Feels like we're just going to drive straight up
Yep.
to the moon.
Man, I just can't imagine it in dirt.
Or its speed. Like, look at this turn
Yeah.
right there. How many guys have just run right into this wall?
Better that than over that edge. Wow.
How bad is it down there if they go
Oh, it's
off?
death.
Why am I laughing?
It is certain death.
Oh, this is incredible. Look at that. There's the sky.
Yep, that's it.
There's the top right there.
Oh, yeah. 12,780 feet. This is where they stop us. Ah. Unbelievable.
What if we just go ask nicely?
Here's the sitch. We're at Devil's Playground, 12,780 feet, and we got the big downer. They were like, stop here. Today is June 7th. On June 1st, they stopped allowing cars to go all the way to the top, and they're shuttling people from here. But we're special.
Apparently, because they're going to let us drive this hunk of crap all the way to the top.
it? We totally just sweet-talked the guy, and they're going to let us drive all the way to the summit, which is great, because Mike and I were literally like, oh.
I want the full experience.
I do
man.
too.
I want blood out of the
We
nose.
need to do it before they change their minds.
Yes.
No, I'm totally stoked now.
Thank you. Here we go.
Oh, this is great. This is a downhill, slightly off-camber left with a death cliff.
and no guardrail.
How do they do it?
Yeah, because this is the fast part of the track,
Right.
Like it's
Lots of straight to go really fast.
13,000
feet.
I feel fine.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I'm delirious. There it is. There's people standing there.
Yep,
Finish line, look.
this is it. This is the peak.
We made it.
Conquered Pikes Peak in a
junk car.
junkyard 50-year-old car. This is awesome. Did it! And now it died. Made it! 14,115 feet.
I feel like such a man now.
This thing is like an allegory for roadkill. You know why?
I don't know what that means.
It's all downhill from here.
Oh, all right.
That's it.
Then yes, it's what you said.
Yeah.
It is. Do you feel dizzy at all?
No,
Neither do I.
I know. What's wrong with us?
Oh, look. Beaver, groundhog. What
a
is
marmot.
it? What's a marmot?
That.
Giant.
That's a marmot.
What does it do?
Walks around.
All right.
This is rad.
This is one of the coolest places we've ever been.
I know, and I don't even feel like I'm at 14,000 feet.
Nah, I feel great. We need to double that.
We have to go to 28,000. We need to do a roadkill plane.
Yeah. Plane kill. That's what we need to do next.
The panorama shot is pretty incredible. You know, this ends up being a pretty mellow roadkill overall. That Biscayne fired right up at the junkyard, a whole lot easier than I expected. It had that overheating problem and stuff, but really no big deal. It ended up being the vacation that I was hoping for because we made it all the way here to the top of Pikes Peak. And it's not like we raced the Pikes Peak hill climb, but man, this is victory nonetheless. This is awesome. This is why you need to get out and see America. And do it in old clapped out garbage. This has been pretty rad. Snow, climbing hills, drum brakes, varmints, lightning, varmints.
I've been on the brakes for almost a mile now.
Yeah, everything could go wrong. Well, you knew roadkill could not end with victory.
Oh, it never does.
There was such glory up at the top of the hill, and it turns out getting down is the hard part when you've got 50-year-old drum brakes.
We had a lot of wins, though. I mean, when you really think about it, like, we got this thing out of the junkyard. We made the magic mountain of brake lines over the motor.
Yeah.
Which is still working.
It does. And we raced on an abandoned racetrack. But now, on the way down, the problem is with the power glide transmission, there is no compression braking. So you've got to drag the brakes the whole time, and it's like boiling the fluid and killing the pads, and we were probably done.
14,115 feet. That was our peak. We should have just quit while we were ahead.
I told you, it's all downhill from here.
Nobody said we had to get back down. You just said, let's go to the top.
That's all I said.
I feel good.
Man, that was good old-fashioned roadkill right there. We pulled a 50-year-old car out of the junkyard and road tripped it with minor difficulty all the way to the top of Pikes Peak. Right up to the point where we tried to come down from Pikes Peak, those ancient four-wheel drum brakes just smoked. And we ended up having the thing flatbedded off the mountain. And you know where it went? Right back to Andy's junkyard in Erie, Colorado, where, I might add, he has a whole bunch of other cars that I'd really like to have. And now that we've got some credit, having left him both the Brohammer and the Biscayne, I'm thinking I've got my choice of cars out of that place. And if we go there again and pick another car and make an even bigger and badder road trip out of it, you will guaranteed see that on a future episode of Roadkill.
Support companies that support roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com. Like you can't shake up the oxygen, you can't feel the oxygen, you can't hear the oxygen.
I believe that's a scam. Maybe if you go through the side of the head through your ear.
This time on Roadkill, automotive cliff diving. Oh! This is the most useless episode of Roadkill ever, and you will love it. Unbelievable! Roadkill is back in Alaska. This is gonna be really cool. A couple years ago, I saw these videos of a 4th of July celebration that they have in Glacier View, Alaska. And because it's light for like 20 hours a day up here, they can't do fireworks. And so they have a party and throw cars off a cliff. Why? Because roadkill. Alaskan vacation, boys. Fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. I had to go see this in person, so I talked all my buddies into coming with me. Yeah, I only have 2 friends, Finnegan and Dulcich, and the entire crew. And we're gonna sweeten the deal with 2 cars of our own. These old Oldsmobiles are worthless. I usually feel bad about wrecking old cars, but honestly, these 2 Oldsmobiles are garbage. I really wouldn't get too torn up about it because this is gonna be fun. This one is gonna be Thelma. That one over there is Louise. And we're gonna have some fun today just thrashing them around. And then tomorrow, send it.
Which car inherently has the willpower to want to go back up the mountain for a second shot?
Probably the one that doesn't say roadkill on the side real big.
That's the real challenge here.
Let's race.
All right, see you at the top, Finnegan. I'll wait till Finnegan draws first blood. How's your car running?
You scuffed my vehicle!
No, I didn't.
Mine doesn't want to move. Oh no.
I got no brakes.
Where's Finnegan?
Hey, where'd you learn to drive?
Oops. Hey, don't worry, it's insured.
I don't know if I should drive in front of him anymore.
Ooh, dirt track.
You notice he didn't go all the way in there, right?
That's because it's a slush pit. So what are the rules?
No rules. No rules.
Okay, first car to stuck loses, right?
All right. All right. Let's go. This is gonna be awesome.
This should be fear and loathing, but you know what? This Regency is going to prove itself the superior machine. I've got this course figured out, and I think Finnegan's seriously going to be in trouble here. I got Freiburger navigating, so.
This is gonna be nothing more than stupid fun, and I predict that one of these cars is gonna get stuck fast.
Definitely pushing them into the mud. Yes, because if I don't, they're gonna do that to me. It's kill or be killed here on Roadkill.
Oh man, we gotta go right in with no momentum.
I know. Oh, this is cake.
Oh, you got this. Oh, we're gonna get so muddy. Whoa! You gotta be really careful not to roll it off the edge.
Oh, there's no way that can happen. Where's Finnegan?
He's gonna come in behind us.
This is gonna be awesome.
All right, well, he's coming up on us now.
Here we go! Oh, you got this. Oh, sliding.
Oh, this thing handles pretty nice.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. Oh, that hurts.
Not bad. I'm just learning the course still.
I can tell.
I don't know where Finnegan is.
Oh, he's behind.
This is the key part of the track right here. This is key.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got flooded with mud. I feel like Finnegan's right on my tail.
Oh, he is right on your tail.
Not for long.
Okay, yeah, he skipped the jump completely.
He did?
He did.
I need a shortcut.
Oh, no. You cheated.
Oh, he's smoking us. Hit him.
Oh, he almost flipped it. He almost flipped it.
He almost did. He's okay. You okay? That was good.
I think I broke my spleen.
We thought you were going over.
That was a close one. That was insane. Look at my face, dude.
By the way, you're a cheating SOB.
Maybe just a little bit.
This is freedom. Oh man, that was awesome. We were making laps and everything until Finnegan jagged the course and got in front of us, and then we were getting dusted out so bad we couldn't see him until next thing we know he's sliding up and over this berm, and I thought he probably flipped the thing, so we stopped to save him like the gentleman racers that we are. But that doesn't stop me from gloating. We won.
I lost the race. Tried to roll my car unsuccessfully. Got it stuck here on an embankment. Now it's very flooded and doesn't want to run, so I'm about to get towed out by the monster truck.
Here he goes. It's just way too flooded, and the starter's so hot. Victory.
That was great.
Hopefully this turd runs.
It's just got to get from here to the edge of eternity right there.
Oh wow, quadrajet. Boom. Oh, you can see how flooded it was. It's all wet. Wow. It's on fire.
Do we have a jump box? That would help.
Jump box. There you go. Wow. Maybe it does have something like spun rod bearing or something that's keeping it from wanting to turn.
We could push it with Louise.
Over there.
Mm-hmm. When it was spinning fast enough and you hit it with the spray,
it
lit off. It's not a spark thing. That battery's dead. The jump box isn't enough because maybe it's seizing up while we're doing this.
It might be. So push it over, pressure wash it, try again.
Sure. Hi, Steve.
Nice meeting you here.
Be gentle.
This is working out good.
I don't have any brakes.
Roadkill.
Look at that. Beautiful. Steve, get over here. Let me do your laundry. Let me get your pants. Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean. Stop it! Come on, Finnegan, stop it! Oh, man. I can't hear you.
Try to get in line at the car wash, and that's what you get.
Man, look, here I am, just killing it.
Okay, enough of this foolishness. We're gonna get down to the business of what we actually came here to do. Throwing cars off this cliff. This is an event that's been going on here at Glacier View, Alaska for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. And I've seen it on YouTube, and they normally throw cars off over there. But the new element is this ramp designed for the corkscrew action. Let me show you how this is gonna work. There's a little bit of science to it. You would hope that this was just gonna be a full-on ghost ride. And it kind of is. Obviously, there's nobody in the car. But the key is this rail right here. This is also new this year. So this is your basic railroad track. It's got spikes driven 18 inches into the ground right here. And there's going to be a guide that is going to get welded to the front of the car that will keep it on this rail on track. And then, brick on the throttle, wide open. Someone reaches in, drops it into gear, and zing! And by the way, Look how long the rail is. We're gonna get some speed. Look how fast Steve is going right now. Now we're ready for the science of throwing junk off the cliff. We've got our, what's it called, USIC?
Don't say ours, because let's be clear here.
We didn't engineer that.
We didn't engineer it or design it, which means it should have a chance of working, except...
It's welded to the lower control arm?
Well, it's not, okay, first off, it's not centered.
Yeah.
And this is not connected to the chassis. And the whole goal for this is to keep the car going straight, right? Well, guess where it's welded? It's welded to the ball joint on the controller.
How do you weld to a ball joint?
You get things really hot. It's cast, you know? And so, in theory, if it does this or this, it's going to push the wheels and turn the car.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I want to see this.
I want to see it in action.
But the other thing is, I guess the local knowledge says you want to load a bunch of weight in the back so that it doesn't nosedive off the cliff. You want more of that level, you know, Dukes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one's welded shut, so.
So I'm backing up.
This is where I stand back too.
Yeah. Yeah. Freiburger and power tools.
Hacking. So we're gonna load a bunch of dirt in here and add weight.
I've never driven heavy equipment, but I feel like it's probably just like a forklift, right?
Exactly the same.
Finnegan's gonna use the excavator to fill this with dirt.
I just get in there.
You just get in there and drive?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. There's nobody here.
He's never done this before. He's just gonna do it. Stand back. And he's afraid of me with a cutoff wheel.
I'm standing you back.
I've never driven one of these. Bad things may happen. Okay, let's go right.
Oh, wow. Ooh, yeah.
Wow. Whoa. Wow.
All right, you're good. You need to go that way. There you go. There you go.
Keep her coming.
Okay, smash.
Whoa. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, time to open the trunk.
Open the trunk. Whoa.
Oh, I think it needs to come a little deeper.
There you go.
Oh, wow, nice work.
That's real good.
The other trunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun. Oh!
Oh, look at that technique.
Oh, technique.
This is spreading it.
All right. Nice work.
I'm pretty impressed.
That was incredible.
I think he's got the job.
Yeah.
That's fun. I can see why people want to do that every day.
Just when you think this is a senseless episode, Finnegan learns to drive an excavator. That was awesome. Well, here it is, the big 4th of July celebration in Glacier View, Alaska. This thing is like a massive party. Arnie, the guy who runs the place, like, just makes it happen. Check it out, we got airplanes coming through, we got food, we got face painting, there's kids everywhere. Today's the F day. It's about family, faith, food, fun, and freedom. But no fireworks, because it's light here almost 24 hours a day, and that's why they started doing this celebration, throwing cars off that cliff instead of the traditional fireworks.
4th of July. We celebrate by launching cars off the cliff here. About a 300-foot drop, and the goal is to do it twice.
This is gonna go one of two ways. Either these cars are gonna go off that cliff, come all the way down here, splat, and be completely totaled, or it gets halfway down, gets stuck in the trees. We have to become axemen to get them down, or we just sit here and bask in the glow of freedom and America.
That car hit a moose. That's what happened there. So the next thing that we have to do before we can get to the actual carnage is do the parade of all of the cars that are gonna be flying later today, if we can get our junk running.
Somehow this is totally American. Man. No!
Finnegan's daddy right now.
I need a jump.
Go neutral!
Okay. Okay, go for it.
We're now officially a train.
We're locked together.
Oh, good, because I don't have a lot of brake. I never thought I'd be in Alaska getting pushed up a hill by another car.
Finnegan, I can't steer and we're hooked together.
Oh, you're doing great. Oh, I see the horse, dude.
That's a big crowd. They're thinking there's like 1,000 people here to watch this happen. I'm unreasonably anxious right now. Or maybe perfectly reasonably.
It's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna run if it goes side. Oh,
Oh,
there
here it
goes.
comes.
That's a train rail.
First one down. Whoa. Oh, it's hauling. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That was perfect.
That was so awesome.
That cleared the entire embankment.
Yeah, way down there.
Wow.
This is so stupid and so good all at the same time. Did you see the launch?
That was, I thought the pole was gonna dig in and it was gonna
I
pogo.
did too. Man.
Okay, let's see this again.
Yeah. They're gonna throw 6 or 7 cars today.
That thing was perfect. Just launched over like an out-of-control locomotive and careened down the bank. Doesn't get any better than that. That was awesome.
You have a rail system to guide the car off here. And we're gonna launch a car from over here with no rail system at all, which means it could very easily just turn left and come right at us. So I'm gonna be in my steel second base stance, ready to go. This is dangerous.
Yes.
And exciting. Oh my God, there it goes. Oh, it got second gear. Oh my God. That's incredible. Oh my God, it is totaled.
There's nothing left of that thing.
Dude, that was incredible. It is destroyed. We may be screwed. The only way to know is to go down there and watch our cars go down there.
Yeah, no, we gotta go downstairs.
Okay, later. That was awesome. Oh my God! Wow! Oh! Still running! Oh! Yeah! Still running!
Yeah.
Is it gonna throw a rod? Oh, he's gonna go shut it off. He's gonna flip it over and it's gonna take off.
He's gonna drive it away.
Oh! They're gonna roll 2 cars at the same time trying to go for a midair collision.
No matter how that ends, it's going to be amazing.
Yes, it will.
Trajectory, acceleration, and luck.
A lot of luck.
Here they come. That was incredible.
That was so violent. Yeah.
Boom!
Oh my God.
The Jeep
Look at
Cherokee
Anderson still
cleared
up.
the whole hill and just pancaked. Wow. Wow.
That was
Amazing.
Wow.
Did you hear that? All the tires blew.
I don't know that we're gonna make a car run after this. And I don't care anymore because that was awesome.
We might have bitten off more than we could chew. That was amazing.
Dude, when it landed,
Wow.
I felt it over here. Like, it was incredible.
It was.
America!
That one came way off the line.
Louise is up next, which is 50% of our hope to drive out of here and back up to the hill. Which way is Louise coming?
On the rail.
Louise is going on the rail. So what
Yeah.
I'm praying for is it shorts the landing and just kind of cruises down the hill and maybe runs into that Jeep and
Just sort of rolls over the edge.
scratches the bumper, you
drives
know?
down.
Yeah,
You think it'll be perfectly intact? That's the hope.
that's what I'm hoping for. Please land soft, please.
Oh, it died.
That figures.
How could that happen?
The car sucks.
It's just such a finely tuned machine.
It was like a lawn dart.
I think it'll run again. Okay, that was our first car. It was on the rail. It went off the corkscrew jump. The dirt in the trunk worked. Did you see the poise of that thing? It was flawless. And then it did the half gainer and rolled all the way down the hill. I don't think there's any chance we're making that thing drive again. All hopes are dashed. This is awesome.
That was just a thing of beauty. The sword, the Finnegan dirt, the excavator work, it all came together in a blaze of barrel rolling glory. I love that thing, but it's a gonzo goner.
It's the end of the day. We got one car left, and it's Thelma. And the thing is, that's our only last hope. We've seen cars pancake. We've seen them barrel roll. We've seen them just absolutely explode the tires. You think this one's going to survive? Sure.
Go, big or go home, baby. Go.
That wasn't bad.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh, the only one that didn't make it all the way down because roadkill.
It looks remarkably intact.
It kind of does, dude.
Man, maybe that one will run.
Oh, I think it'll run, but I don't think it'll move.
It's got a little twist to it. But other than that,
Let's go look. Jesus. Oh, dude, look how high in the air the trunk is.
That is destroyed.
The wheel's on the ground and the trunk is 5 feet in the air.
maybe it's not that bad.
This is the one with the good engine.
Uh-huh.
It might look worse than it is.
Wow. This is
Oh no, up front it's pretty messed up.
Our plan had been to like try and make a car run and drive out of here, but as soon as we saw this happen, we were thinking that might not go down.
Oh my God, dude. Wow. Inertia.
Wow. The engine is completely like torn out of it.
Look at that. The passenger compartment's completely intact. You would have been able to survive that.
I don't think so.
You might not have a broken neck, but yeah, you'd still be in the seat at least.
The frame is bent in half right in the middle. Remember how we saw it bend in half and then like rebound? Look at that. It is totally maimed. I want to see if it's gonna run.
Oh yeah, jump in there and crank it.
Oh, the battery's gone. Completely gone. So Louise is retired. How about Thelma? At this point, all of the cars have been dragged off the hill except for ours. And our hopes of actually driving one of these out of here is, I think, getting real slim. We've given up on Louise, and now we got to go check out Thelma.
I keep sliding backwards.
The front suspension is completely destroyed.
No.
While this appears good, it is not.
The cross member and the drag link are pushed into the oil pan, and the oil pan is caved in.
Oh, the whole floor is completely buckled by the tire.
But the ratchet strap battery hold down survived.
Yeah.
Proof of roadkill engineering. I thought we were going to be able to make this happen, but I don't know.
Maybe we can push it down.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, look.
Let's push it down, Steve.
Oh, yeah. Come back here, Steve. 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
Go, we got it.
Go. There it goes.
There it goes.
That will never hurt anyone again.
So we're gonna end this all by crawling over all these cars with a 6x6. This is an M35A2. This is gonna be good. Oh yeah. Oh, this is good. Okay, I have to admit it. We gave up pretty easily. We really thought that we were going to be able to take those cars after the cliff jump and just sort of pull them straight and throw a battery in them and get them fired up again. We didn't anticipate transmissions breaking in half and dampeners getting broken off engines and frames being completely tacoed. But we had an awesome time anyway. You might not really like the episode. I get that because there's no road trip, there's no wrenching, there's just a lot of fun. That was awesome! That was amazing! But that's the thing. It's the 4th of July, and in America, we have the freedom to have differing opinions. Well, maybe not so much these days, but that's not the point. The point is, we're having a great time in Alaska. This is sweet. I'd have no idea how to fix anything on this.
Nothing will break though.
Wow, it's cool. We gotta go hunt ourselves down maybe another project vehicle. Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com. Oh my God! This time on Roadkill, the drag war is back!
And it's going out
This time we're kicking it off at Roadkill Nights, powered by Dodge. This is the event that we do every year in conjunction with Dodge, and we take over M1 Concourse in Pontiac, Michigan. We meet fans, welcome, enjoy thrill rides and Hellcats, race in demon simulators, show off cars from the Roadkill fleet, and most importantly, have street-legal drag racing right on Woodward Avenue. We bring in some radical cars, and they can actually race for cash prizes. And then there's the show and shine, where people bring in cars that are frankly way too good for Roadkill. It's mind-blowing to us that 40,000 people are showing up for this thing. Roadkill Night! Again!
I love those people.
Oh, this is an amazing event.
It is. And this time, it's not our fault if we lose as much, because we're not racing our own cars.
We're not racing Roadkill cars. We will do the celebrity shootout. The big deal at this event is drag racing on Woodward. Pretty much, we're gonna schmooze. This is what you've always wanted.
No responsibilities whatsoever.
None.
I love it.
We've got this tradition of bringing in professional NHRA racers Matt Hagan and Leah Pritchett to do burnouts on Woodward in their nitro-burning professional race cars. And so we thought to ourselves, if they can come play at our party, why can't we go to an NHRA national event and race them? And so our scheme was to put together the Dragwar. Remember that car? It's our 74 Jag XJ12 that has a 383 small block Chevy and a 671 supercharger. And the whole idea here is to fix it up, drive 800 miles from Woodward all the way to Brainerd, Minnesota, where there is an NHRA national event just the next weekend. And there, we're gonna go head-to-head against Matt and Leah. But first, we've got to race them right here at Roadkill Nights in the Dodge Celebrity Showdown, where they put us in brand new Challenger Hellcats and let us go head-to-head right on Woodward Avenue. This year, we've got myself and Finnegan, Leah Pritchett, Matt Hagan, Richard Rawlings, Bill Goldberg, Matt D'Andrea from CarCast, and Christy Lee from Velocity. We just drew chips to decide who's going to race who in the celebrity shootout in the Challenger Hellcats. And as it turns out, it's going to be me and Finnegan in the first round. And so one of us is going to be gone and the other's going to keep racing. Tires and lost to Finnegan in the first round, but I would pretty much let him win because of the victory last year.
I don't know if that was on purpose, but I don't care. I'll take it.
But now watch as it gets really interesting as Leah Pritchett races Richard Rawlings. He's gonna hit the wall. Okay, that's some vindication. Remember a couple of years ago when we raced the guys from Gas Monkey Garage right at our own Roadkill Nights event? They spanked us hard. But you know what we didn't do? We didn't hit the wall.
Oh, Richard.
However, Richard Rawlings did. He was right about one thing, though. It was really good for social media.
Yeah. He knows.
Now we're going to find out if Roadkill can actually spank an NHRA star. It's Finnegan versus Leah Pritchett.
Come on, baby, go, 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 go! I think I just beat Leah in a drag race! Woo-hoo-hoo! Ah, she's shaking her head. I'd wager this is the best day at work ever.
So Bill Goldberg beat Matt D'Andrea, and that means the final is going to be Goldberg versus Finnegan. So here we are in the final. Finnegan's actually made it. He's got his dream race against Goldberg, and it's starting to rain. Finnegan's out front!
No, don't lose to Goldberg! Yeah.
It's Goldberg.
I can't believe I lost!
Yep, Schulenberg drove right past Finnegan to take the win at the Dodge Celebrity Challenge at Roadkill Nights 2018. It's the day after at the Roadkill Nights battlefield. You can see all the people are gone, the vendors are picking up and stuff like that. And we are getting back to one of our original project cars, the Jaguar. It's a 1974 XJ12, and somebody had already swapped a small block in it, but we put the Wyand 671 blower on the thing. If you go back to the history of the car, I remember building the thing, and then later on, Finn and I drove it on Power Tour. We took it to Tulsa Dragway and ran the thing down the track. Finnegan says it ran in the 13s. I think it was in the 12s. The flashback footage will tell.
How long has it been?
I saw it at Zip Tie Drags when Dulcich tried to drive the thing. He's standing like this and he reaches in and hits the button and the thing fires up and takes off. And I, of course, thought that he had it in gear, but he's like, no, it was in park. Okay, ignition on.
Oh, that's we're gonna need the help of those people in that trailer over there.
Yes, we are.
You should stop that guy right now before he takes off.
Let's give it a shot. Okay. That worked well.
You know we're gonna need that battery.
Yep.
How long has this car been sitting?
Forever.
All right, freshie. All right, homie, hit it. All right, that's a start.
Yeah! What? Runs really bad.
Dude.
It ran.
The blower drive's a little noisy.
Yeah?
A little bit, and I just realized there are no headlights, so we need to drive really fast during the day. They're there, but they're not wired to anything.
Oh, yep. Sure enough, it moves in park.
Try that again.
Okay. Nope, still goes forward in park.
All right. Hey. It moves. Yeah, buddy.
I don't really trust it.
Is this yet another one without seatbelts? We might need those.
They won't let us run it if it doesn't have them.
It's not a good sign. It's probably out of gas. How far is it to Brainerd?
There's no gas in it.
I guess we just push it to the garage then.
Yeah. Are you actually pushing?
We were having some pretty good progress. We made the engine run, which is big for us. But then the engine decided to not run, and it's probably because it's out of petrol.
So here's what we know. The thing moves forward in park and reverse, but it does have neutral, and then it drives also in drive. So I don't think it's a shifter, because how would it move forward in park and reverse, but still have neutral? You know, it's doing something.
Yeah.
We should look at it.
Okay, that could be park.
That's park?
I mean, it could be.
It's all the way forward, though?
Yeah.
Okay, no, the shifter's fine.
All right, well, we have a brand new, perfectly good Gear Star transmission sitting in a crate. Let's just put it in. Well, we were hoping it was just going to be the shifter not shifting, but as it turns out, no, there's something else wrong with the car, because it is indeed in park, but yet it still wants to go forward, which is never good. So we are taking the car apart.
One drive shaft coming out. What we're doing is taking the exhaust off because it's too tight. The transmission won't come out between the pipes. So we have to drop the whole thing. Finally ready to actually pull this thing out.
There we go. All right, I like it.
Balanced?
Yeah. Are you all right?
Yeah. What did you do?
I think this cable was the only thing that was holding it up.
Thanks to my lightning reflexes.
Wow. And that's how you get a transmission out quickly and efficiently. He's still alive. We're fine. We're fine. Roadkill lives on.
New Gear Star. Gearstar is like the official transmission of Roadkill, and they always send us stuff that is way too good for our cars. This thing is just a turbo 350, which is 3-speed automatic, same thing that came out of the car, but it's a level 4. This thing is good for 700 horsepower. We think at this boost level, the Jaguar is probably making 500 to 550 or something like that, so hopefully even we can't break this. And it has a Yank billet converter. It's supposed to be 3,000 stall. This thing is gonna be pretty sweet. Gearstar actually dyno tests all these things before they go anywhere. You don't have to guess how much fluid to put in it because they just give you the right amount and the converter's already filled and all that stuff. Hold that.
All right, so I'm gonna lift it up.
Transmission's pretty much wrapped up and we're putting the exhaust back on, which is exciting. I think all we're gonna do now is change the spark plugs, put fluid in the trans, and hit the road. Neutral, reverse. Oh, wait.
Ooh, that looks like park.
There.
What was the key?
You have to move the shifter over pretty hard and push it all the way forward.
So maybe Dulcich just didn't have it in park before. He just thought he did. All right, it's fixed. Let's go outside.
It's fixed. Let's go. Road test?
Oh yeah.
That was reverse.
All right, we got one gear. Hey, there we go, we got drive. Thank you, Gearstar.
Wow, this is hard to drive in sandals.
It is?
Yeah, because the brake pedal's so close to the gas pedal.
Oh, I guess that means I'm drag racing then.
Oh, I'd already handed that over to you.
Really? You're gonna let me do that?
Absolutely.
Dude, you're gonna let me flounder in front of thousands of people at an NHRA national event?
I'm not gonna be the one to Richard Rawlings the wall in front of an NHRA national crowd.
I don't know if I'm capable of doing what that man did.
I guess hit the road, right?
Sun is shining, Jaguar is running, we have multiple gears.
Will it shift? Yep.
Nice. It feels good.
Yeah.
Sounds good too.
I predict smooth sailing. I'm gonna say it out loud. We're good.
I've never doubted you before, you know, except for those times I doubted you before.
Except for all the times in every episode.
You have crazy ideas. You smell that?
Yeah.
Burning rubber?
Yeah.
Tires rubbing?
Probably.
Keep going.
So we're headed to Muskegon because we're gonna put this thing on a ferry across one of the Great Lakes. Which one is it? Is it Michigan?
It's the great one.
The great one.
Yeah.
Superior? Oh wow, this handle's bad. Oh, that's spooky.
Yeah, and you're only going 50.
Yeah, it feels like I have no caster because the front end is up.
So we're mobbing down the highway, and then all of a sudden it just starts coughing and sputtering and barfing.
Oh, this thing is incredibly rich. Something is wrong. Mike thinks there's a chance that maybe the voltage regulator alternator is dead and we're just low on voltage, and so we're gonna try that first because it's easy, because neither one of us wants to take off the blower scoop.
Tools. Oh, you're about to be smart, aren't you?
Yeah. Let's review who installed these spark plug wires.
Oh, that one's melty.
Yeah. It gets real rich when it's pumping raw gas through that cylinder because all the sparks go jumping to the header because it's burnt to a crisp.
Who's got the electrical tape?
That's what we need. Finnegan had to fix it and wrap it with, by the way, way too much electrical tape, but now I think we're actually solved and back on the road. I bet that's fixed.
Oh, yeah.
Your turn.
All right. Oh, it's so smooth.
Isn't it great?
It really is. 30 or 40 feet of electrical tape and she's fixed.
Handled. Now we are driving a Jag. That's a lot of smoke.
Ah, I feel like Cheech and Chong right now.
I looked underneath it, it wasn't dripping. Roadkill fan. Whoa! We gotta pull over. That's gotta be the muffler.
Sounds like it.
Answer is muffler dragging on the ground. I think we just need to get some electrical wire and hang it. What happened here is that the rubber part of the muffler hanger just popped out from the metal part. No big deal. Gonna tie it back up with electrical wire. There we go, all wrapped up in a nice little bow.
On the road again.
My repair might not be very good.
Nah, you know, it's only every 10 or 12 feet.
Wow, I'm really not very good at this.
You can't tie a knot.
Yeah, that's missing again. Guessing your electrical tape melted through.
Yeah. But I really don't want to pull over.
Yeah, kind of sick of it.
Unless it involves a restaurant and an auto parts store.
Just when you thought we couldn't get any more skilled, we are averaging about 2 miles between breakdowns. Oh, that's looking great. Look at that. Good work, Finn.
We melted the boot off of this, repaired it with electrical tape, got about 3 miles down the road and melted it again. So we got a new boot on our old wire and this DEI heat shield sleeve that we're gonna slide over here. This stuff's awesome. That can go directly against the header and it will not burn through.
All right. You're missing moped burnout. Sweet.
That's why I like hanging out in auto parts store parking lots.
Wow, it smells good.
All right, now we're on a road trip.
Nothing's leaking.
I think the smoke is tranny fluid hitting the exhaust. We did work on a transmission, so.
Make anything leak?
Yeah. It's a bit more smoke than before.
Yeah. So the whole smoke situation inside this thing started bad and got worse. That and the muffler's dragging the ground again. Finnegan claims that my repair failed. It didn't. The other muffler fell down. But due to lack of hardware, we're gonna take our old antenna and use it.
David's under the car repairing his previous repair to the previous repair of the mufflers that were dragging on the ground. And while he does
No, it's a different one.
while he does that, sure it is.
It is.
I'm gonna wire up the headlights because those were cut off years ago when we put this monster radiator in the front of the Jaguar and hacked out the core support. So tonight we'll be fully legal with registration, insurance, and fully functional lighting.
Okay, smooth sailing.
My mind, we're already there.
We're rolling all the way.
Car's fixed. The bolts have actually, yeah.
Does that work good?
Well, it was, you know, it was.
No, that's my food.
Right in your chips.
Wow, muffler didn't even graze the ground.
You're getting better at this.
The antenna repair was pretty good. You know what? Road trip feel just kicked in.
Oh yeah, sunset. It's 122 miles to Muskegon. We got a full tank of gas, an 871 supercharger. It's dark. Nothing can stop us. Nothing.
Man, we got in late last night, mostly because of our 8 breakdowns. But man, it was awesome. We're cruising along, probably speeding, and we get lit up. Cop pulls us over. Fortunately, we were really cool to him. Registration and insurance. It was pretty funny. This morning, we're gonna load this thing on a ferry and take it across Lake Michigan.
Let's go.
First off, we lived. The boat didn't sink, roadkill style.
We are good. So this is Milwaukee. I like it.
You don't want to work on it after that pleasant ferry ride, do you?
Not especially, but I can smell the exhaust up front, which means our collectors are leaking. And
I know.
Call me crazy, but I don't think it's going to pass tech.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Thing runs strong.
It really does. Tune is good. All we got to do is work on the safety.
Yeah. This is going to be a roadkill first safety list.
Oh, I think the NHRA are roadkill fans, and they're going to be impressed with this car.
I think they're just not going to let us regardless. We could pass all of this stuff. They'd be like, no. So what we're going to do right now, throttle return spring. I'm on it. We have to get the wheels and tires mounted with metal stems, secure the overflow, and I will check fluids, putting on new brake pads. And then sometime later in the program, when we're running out of time and in much worse moods, we'll do a massive header leak and installing a drive shaft loop.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot this thing has EBC rotors on it too. Finnegan has done so many brake stands of this thing that the brake pads are destroyed. EBC sent us more yellow stuff. Man, Jaguar makes this super easy. The other thing we have to deal with this morning is rubber valve stems. See how this tire has just that stem that pushes into the hole? Well, the NHRA requirement for cars that are quicker than 1199 are that you use the bolt-in style or nut-in style like this so they can't fly out. Now, this thing probably won't run 1199, but it has run 1250 with a slipping transmission. And now we're all gear start up. So who knows what could happen. New valve stems in.
It looks like the gasket blew out.
When the mufflers fell off multiple times, they were like dragging all of the weight off where the collector bolts to the header, and it just blew out a gasket. That's not a gasket anymore. Tires on, out of here. Okay, we could go to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, 241 miles, 3.5 hours. Works great. It's got a lot of traction, a lot of stuff in the trunk.
It really does.
I hope the exhaust has less falling off now. That last stretch beat me up. Unfortunately, this thing was popping and misfiring and banging, and we just stuck it out and cruised the thing like 100 miles in that situation, which was driving me nutso. Pretty sure it's got a bad vacuum leak. It might be something else, but that's a problem for the morning. We're not gonna deal with it right now. We got roadkill fans over here at the hotel, and they're offering me beer, so bye-bye.
Another beautiful day.
It is Thursday, the last day that we have to actually arrive, although Mike thinks we can just do it sometime Friday. But we have tech tomorrow, and I'd rather not be late, but we probably will be, because this thing is running like doo-doo. We gotta figure out why and fix it. So I'm gonna use the flammable brake clean to check for vacuum leaks. Spray this around the base of the blower, and if the engine idles up, then that's where my leak is. Nope. So let's change the plugs. Let's not heat it up anymore. We didn't find a vacuum leak, so we're going through the plugs, and look at that. That thing is wasted with oil fouling.
My theory is that this engine has sat outdoors near the beach for years, and the cylinder wall is rusted up, even though this was a brand new engine with like 3,000 miles on it, and our ring seal is pretty much gone. So, new set of spark plugs, go racing anyway, because roadkill is really a blueprint for what you shouldn't do with your life.
That spark plug fix went way faster than I expected, and so I'm gonna try and work on our NHRA tech list. The slicks we're still waiting on because I got the wrong tire size in the back, so Finnegan's getting new ones. Brake fluid that we haven't handled yet. NHRA only lets you have 12 inches of rubber fuel line in the entire car, and I've got about 12 inches right there. So I'm gonna take this piece of 3/8 hard line. Let's give that a shot.
Totally fixed. There's only like one thing left on that whole list.
And that is the drive shaft safety loop that we've been procrastinating on big time, and I'm not even gonna do it because the rule says $11.99 or quicker. On street tires, you don't need them, and I'm gonna find out if they consider drag radial street tires.
I drive on them on the street, so.
We got caught in this gnarly rainstorm. We could not see at all, and I was getting drenched. But the agenda claims that we're an hour from the track, so we should be able to make it, maybe with 2 more sets of spark plugs. We've been pretty much going through a set of plugs every 2 hours. How come we can never get it right? It's like we had a great engine and a slipping transmission. Now we have a great gear star and a wrecked motor.
You just can't let these things sit for years.
I know.
Without oiling down the cylinders and keeping them from rusting.
Okay, here comes 7. That's not firing.
Wow, look at that, it is totally caked.
And it's weird, there's nothing out here on the metal, but the porcelain is just caked.
Melted motor oil, that's what that is.
Ready? 1 hour. We can do it.
In theory.
Wow, look at that.
We have exhaust leaks, hear them? That all came out of the headers, dude.
This is junk. I'm glad we picked this one. Maybe the Impala runs pretty good. We could take that.
Too late, I'm already in love.
It'll be great in tech when we fire it up to leave and it just smoke screens the whole building.
Let's push it like a race car. Then they'll never know how bad it really is. Ah,
made it.
Yes, we did.
And look at this. NHRA actually gave us a display on the Midway. General Mayhem, Muscle Truck, Stubby Bob, Crusher Impala, and a couple Challengers that are our backup plan. We're here at the NHRA Lucas Oil Nationals in Brainerd, and it's a packed house in here, a lot of fans crowding around. So our challenge now is we got to put plugs in it again, fix some header leaks, and then at noon we have to get it to tech to find out if we fixed enough stuff that they'll actually allow it to run.
This is incredible. This is the biggest race I've ever been to. The zoo is massive. Everybody's here. Everybody's battling for points because this is really late in the season. And somehow, some way, NHRA said, yeah, show up in the middle of all of this with your leaking 6-cylinder out of 8 Jaguar and make some passes. So I'm gonna have fun no matter what, even if we suck once again.
NHRA Tech came by. We got away with a lot of stuff. We still got to put the neutral safety switch on the thing. We don't need the drive shaft safety loop, which is a whoo! And I don't think they really like my throttle return spring. But aside from that, we're gonna be good to go. He agreed this is gonna be the worst thing he's teched in 2 decades. So.
Setting records here. They are shorter, they're 2 inches shorter.
It's fully outside the lip.
So we might not be anywhere near it.
Might not, but we won't know that until we put lug nuts on it.
All right, let's go find lug nuts.
Okay, we gotta go find lug nuts, then we'll have wheels and tires and pretty much be ready to run tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
Well, we've got our new spark plugs in this thing and a couple new wires and everything, and it's running worse than it ever has. And we discovered why. In fact, this is a problem we probably had on the street. It is dribbling fuel out of this booster and these 2 boosters. way flooded. There you go. Still doing it. So we're pretty sure that the issue here is that this is the needle and seat that lets fuel into the carburetor bowl, and it has a little tiny seal that needs to go through that hole that lets the gas come in and then stops it when the float comes up. And we're pretty sure they're sticking and allowing the float level to get too high, and that's why it's running out the boosters. So we're gonna go wander the pits and try and find parts, because we have to do an autograph session in half an hour and race in an hour and a half.
So allegedly Bob runs, and Bob has parts we could use to replace these parts. And rather than just take Bob down the drag strip, we're gonna take these parts off of Bob's carburetors to fix the carburetors on the drag wire. It all makes sense if you really don't think about it. Sorry, Bob.
Okay, do you have a good one in your hand? And I do too. Okay. Fixed. Stealing parts out of Stubby Bob. You wouldn't think that would work, but so far it did.
Bob's a giver. Hello. Can I sign one of these for you? All right. Thanks. All right.
Did you guys get the drag wire running right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's ready.
Are you guys ready for this? We got the big match race here at BIR.
Oh yeah, we've got brand new tires and all the leaks are fixed. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I noticed no smoke. Great stuff.
Yeah, day's not over yet.
No promise.
Now, Leah was giving you some heads up on the staging process. Do you feel like you got it?
No, all I heard was blah, 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 pro tree, lights, don't screw up.
No, I think it'll be good. They were up here yesterday with the fuel cars running and everybody else, and you put your first half moon on, and then the other person, in all sportsmanlike, puts their half moon on, and then you go in just nice and neat, if that's the way that we're gonna do it. And
she's saying don't double bulber.
Are you gonna double bulber?
Well, I'll admit that was my plan for winning. Yes.
Guys, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hood pins are in. This is hardcore race prep.
This is gonna be awesome.
I know, make it happen. Okay, after a little bit of bench racing, we've actually got Finnegan and Leah in the cars, and it comes down to this. We find out if we're gonna embarrass ourselves or not. This is all about the fun, and it's really cool that Leah's in on it, but I hope Finnegan puts on a smoke show. All right, here we go. Just as a reminder, this is an NHRA national event. We've never before failed in front of this many people live.
All right, so there you go, the very refined Jaguar next to the brand new 392 powered Challenger driven by Leah Pritchett. First of 2 rounds.
Oh no, it just started running, girl. I hope it's not leaking.
He's gonna get treats so bad. Watch him roll through the bulbs.
The scoop is slightly obstructing my view of the Christmas tree. That is not an excuse.
all right, all right, all right.
All right, so Finn's pre-stage, and here comes Leah.
He didn't double bulber. He's doing courtesy staging. She rolls in. Finnegan rolls in.
Okay, here we go. Oh no, she's pulling away from me. We're so close. That was actually a pretty close race for a little while.
All right, he made it down the track.
Man, that was an actual race! Look at that! 1267, 106. The Challenger was quicker, 111. Oh man, if he had actually treated her, he could have won that. Wow!
Oh my God, that was so fun. I just went down a drag strip at an NHRA national event. Incredible.
That was bitchin'.
Okay, I gotta say, we just won. That was amazing.
Well, we now have no supercharger belt, and the lower pulley is totally loose.
Did the blower belt come off of that thing?
My man. What is the deal? And what's going on here?
The lower pulley's a little wobbly.
You know what that is actually? It's the damper falling off.
The bolts could be loose. That's what I'm hoping for. The bolts could be loose.
So,
no, the balancer's fine.
No, it's not.
Is it moving? Oh, okay, we're done.
We're done.
This time on Roadkill, I get one pass at an NHRA national event.
Yep.
And then I break the car.
It is thankful that that balancer did not come off and bounce across the track. But I
don't know how thankful I am.
That was a victory. That was a win. I can't believe it ran 1260. Damn. Oh, but you did lose.
I want to go again. Here's what's happening. On my pass against Leah, this thing actually spun on the crankshaft, wadded up the inside of it. We had to get a new damper. It's on there now, but we don't have the right tool to install it, so we're bringing in the hammer. We have like 30 minutes. This was our crank pulley. This thing has 34 teeth. The one up top on our blower has 38 teeth. So basically the blower was spinning slower in relation to the engine speed, making X amount of boost. By flip-flopping them, we're gonna speed up the rotation of the blower and cram more boost into our small block. Well, there's 10 minutes until this has to be on the starting line, and the problem we've now run into is we think we can get the balancer all the way on, but the bolt that was holding the old balancer snapped off in half and it's still in the crankshaft. So we can't put a new bolt in there to hold our new balancer on.
Yeah, we got about that much thread engagement on the crank, so we're done. It was a valiant effort, so it's all over. This is where we're supposed to go. Aww. So we're racing challengers and we got to be there in 10 minutes. So rematch, right?
Yeah, rematch. We're gonna get out here and get it done. You guys came all this way, so we're gonna have some fun with these 1320s.
Yeah,
it'll be a little bit of change for me, you know, go from, I don't know what they'll run, but like go from that to 300 miles an hour.
Well, you're already qualified. Why don't you let him try it?
Yeah, hey, keys are in it, brother. Hey, when you get out, just don't take the helmet off. You know?
Best day at work ever.
It's all good. Let's go have some fun.
Yep.
All right, brother. Thank you guys. Yeah, good luck to you guys.
I have a brand new Challenger here. At my disposal. I don't even know what I'm doing. There's a pro tree, there's Matt Hagen in the other lane.
Man, I hate losing, so let's get this done. Let's make it happen.
I think I'm just gonna red light and try to get a photo of me in front of him, at least briefly.
You know, we've been talking about the Roadkill guys, the fact that they're here this weekend. Well, the Jaguar apparently was unable to answer the call for round number 2.
All right, here we go. Round 2. Now I get to line up against Matt in brand new Challengers.
So this is it, final matchup. It's gonna be Hagen over here in the white one, Finnegan's in the purple one, which by the way is an experimental color.
Well, you already won the burnout
He
contest.
tried harder, yeah.
This is once in a lifetime stuff. I just burned him farther than Matt Hagen.
Finnegan won the burnout contest this time. He lost to Leon, Matt. There they go. Staged.
Oh, it was so late. What's he doing? Why am I winning this race?
No way! Finnegan won! Where was your boy? How did that happen?
Kill me, man, kill me. What the hell?
We never do that. We won in front of all of these guys.
That's crazy. They're cheering. Like there's thousands of people here cheering for friggin' Roadkill, dude. It's amazing.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you,
Enjoyed
me
it.
too.
I'm gonna go get the other
Yeah,
one.
why don't you go race a real car? Man, that was awesome. We actually got the Jaguar down the track. Then he beat Matt Hagen, and then Leah hugged me. Win!
That was so fun. Oh my God, I won a drag race against Matt Hagen. And I shouldn't have, because I was dead late leaving the starting line, but apparently he took off in second gear, and I drove right by him. It was incredible. Where's Freiburger? I had to tell him about this.
I have to tell you, for me and Finnegan, this was one of the most fun roadkills to shoot ever. Why? Well, first of all, because Roadkill Nights is radical. We love that Dodge makes this happen for us. I mean, we close down Woodward Avenue in Pontiac, Michigan, and have street racing, which is incredible. And then it was so neat that we were able to dig up one of our oldest and most famous project vehicles, the Jaguar, and make it live again. And man, did that garbage fall apart in glorious fashion. But not before we were able to run it at an NHRA national event. Wrap your mind around that a little bit. I can't even believe that they let us do it. And you know what? Matt Hagan and Leah Pritchett were so cool, and so was everybody at NHRA. And you know what I just realized? In one episode of Roadkill, Finnegan out-drag raced both Leah Pritchett and Matt Hagan. What is the world coming to? That makes no sense whatsoever. This was an awesome adventure. Can we top it? You know we'll try, and you will find out on the next episode of Roadkill. Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com.
Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something.
This time on Roadkill, the Maserati is back.
Not in a good way.
It's not our fault.
Nah.
It really isn't.
Never is.
Yeah. Welcome back to one of our most well-known project vehicles, the Maserati. This is a 1974 Mazda pickup that was originally powered by a rotary engine, but that now has an Oldsmobile 455 big block in the bed. It's sitting on an Oldsmobile Toronado transaxle, and all of the suspension is out of a Corvair. So you know it's got to be good. Now, what's funny is we bought this thing from a guy who swore that it ran 10s in the quarter mile and did wheelies, and that was obviously untrue about 10 feet out of the guy's driveway. This thing is gutless. It actually ran 1358 in the quarter mile at 102 miles an hour. Pretty pathetic, but it was fun on the autocross. Oh! Now, we brought the thing back in another episode and put nitrous on it, once again in the hunt for the 10s, and completely failed.
We hosed down the track with oil a few times and ultimately ran 11:20 in the quarter. Next, we took the thing up to Dirtfish, and it was pretty fun in the gravel, but the thing is, the Maserati has never fulfilled its ultimate destiny. And so on this episode, we'll be in the hunt once again for 10s in the quarter mile.
The Maserati is one of my favorite roadkill projects ever because it combines 3 of my favorite things: nitrous, boat parts, and mini trucks. And how do you go wrong with those 3 things all together? Well, how you go wrong is you combine them all and then have a truck that really doesn't go that fast, handle that well. So this time we fixed that.
So here's our plan. We're not going to bother making it handle, but our goal is definitely to get this thing running in the 10s. And here's what's holding us back. This transaxle is slipping and leaking everywhere. So we're pulling the engine and transaxle out of the thing so that we can separate them and get that whole transaxle rebuilt.
What makes this truck unique is that all of the factory running gear has been replaced with stuff out of a late 60s Oldsmobile Toronado. And this is one of the half shafts that connects from the differential and goes out to the rear wheels. So we've got to take these out before we can rip the motor and the transaxle out of the truck.
It's pretty good. You did all the work. I'm ready to pluck it out. Torque converter, chain, turbo 400, ring gear, axles, all in one.
It's very compact.
That's why they call it a trans-axle.
Already getting smarter.
See?
Next up, we brought in Lucky to help us out, and his first job was to get the stock fuel tank out from underneath the hood, because we're going to move the radiator up there, and then he needed to reset us up with a fuel cell that was mounted behind the cab.
So in an Oldsmobile, essentially what happens up here when the engine's running is oil comes out of these push rods through here, lubricates the rockers and the tips of the valves and the springs, all of that, and then comes down here to the bottom rail of the cylinder head. But it doesn't drain back through a pair of holes at the end of the cylinder heads. What it does is it fills the entire valve cover up, and once the oil level gets up here, it drains back through the holes where the push rods go through the cylinder head. This is the reason why everyone blows up their 455 volts. Everybody's like, oh, you know, I need a high volume oil pump, I need more oil because I'm running the pan dry, but really what they're doing is they're pumping all of the oil to the top end of their motor, and at high RPM, there's nothing left in the pan for the oil pump to pump.
That is actually a big problem with Oldsmobile V8s, and so it won't surprise you to know that we actually didn't have time to fix it. But Finnegan did put breathers on both valve covers going into a puke tank, so hopefully we won't lubricate the drag strip quite as badly as we have. But the real thing that we did for performance and to subtract reliability is a tunnel ram and 2 nitrous systems.
Because this engine hated 1 nitrous system, we're going to be installing 2 on a tunnel ram.
Let's recap. Old manifold, Edelbrock Performer 455, dual plane deal with a Demon 750 on top of it and 1 NOS plate system. This gem came out of Freiburger's personal stash. This is an Offenhauser turbo thrust 360 power port tunnel ram. This allows us to put 2 quick fuel carburetors on top here and 2 NOS plate systems. And when you do that, you don't divide in half and keep the same power level. We double up, so we're guaranteed to go into the 10s now or puke the rods all over the drag strip. Either way, we're having fun.
We haven't fixed anything in this engine.
No.
But we are going to install this.
Look at all the shine. Shine fixes everything.
So these are a couple of QFT Slayer carburetors. They're 600 CFM vacuum secondary. Interesting choice.
With the choke removed.
Yeah, with the choke removed. I probably would have gone double pumpers, but we're going to sync them together. And then we have cheater plates that are adjustable from like 100 to 250 horsepower each. And right now we've got them jetted for 200 horsepower, 100 per plate. Got a couple cheater solenoids. All of the work is going to snowball from here.
seeing any of the holes, so that's on you. You got it.
Lucky did his Roadkill signature radiator relocation. So it's exhaust tubing running all the way to the front to relocate the radiator. Because remember how bad this thing overheated when the thing was in the bed and the radiator was in the bed, no airflow. We built scoops on the roof and everything, didn't work. Now we've got it up in the grill. So now he's doing the trans cooler, and basically we just need to wire the fuel pump switches and the ignition. So we'll watch Lucky do that while Mike and I are sitting around playing on our phones, and then this thing's gonna fire right up.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
Give it a shot, sir.
No, you know what? We're losing voltage during crank.
Yep.
We on the wrong wire.
Luckily, I left an extra wire out. Ready?
Sure.
It's alive!
It runs good!
Look at that.
Like that!
Nailed it.
Sweet!
Something's wrong. It fired right up.
We're leaving in the morning.
We got to see it with the scoop on.
The question is, you want to turn it around so that when we backfire, the flame shoots back like the exhaust?
We won't be able to see it though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Like right now it's installed like a V-drive boat, which means it should go this way, you know?
But you know what? If it's running lean, we want the gas to be spilling out of the fuel cell right into the scoop.
You're right.
So you're going to want to turn that back
it goes
around.
This way. Yeah. I'm drinking now.
That's pretty good.
It looks better backwards. I like it.
We're gonna go home for the night, sleep like babies, wake up in the morning, drive directly to Tucson. First pass off the street is gonna be naturally aspirated, and after that, the magic 1099 will be yours and ours here on Roadkill.
Ready?
No.
All right, perfect. Reverse, neutral, drive. Whoa, whoa, oh! It's pushing! Oh, wow. Are they locked up? No, they're just pushing.
Ah! Whoa! Don't roll the door down. This is not gonna work.
We need to go to a pawn shop and buy some free weights, dude.
We need lead. The front end is so light that it won't stop or steer. The tires are just sliding.
When we had a gas tank that was full, this was reasonably safe.
Reasonably?
We have a radiator in a toolbox. It's not at all safe. So this will be 150. We're better than we were before.
Oh, there's plenty of suspension travel. You don't want to put the other 50 on?
All right.
That's a super sketchy 190 pounds on the nose now, so hopefully that fixes it. Hood down, out of here.
Pump up the brakes a little bit here.
Sure.
Oh, it's better, dude.
Is it?
This is better.
Is it skidding? Oh, it steers now.
Oh, yeah.
We win. I mean, you autocrossed this.
Yeah.
It turned in.
It was 16 gallons of gas.
Look at that. We have 60 pounds of oil pressure.
Dude, it's spunky. You know what? The trans is not slipping anymore.
Oh, right.
It leaves good.
I forgot about that.
Oh, dude. This is a new machine.
Yeah?
I'm about to fall in love all over again.
It still has no rear end gear, though. Didn't we decide it was like 273 or 308?
Yeah, it's really high.
Did you bolt my seatbelt down with a bolt or zip ties?
What would make you feel better?
Bolt.
Okay, there's a bolt.
Thanks. I don't know. It's like, is it legal? Like, I
Oh no! Of course it is!
I love looking in the window and seeing carburetors and air scoop.
It's probably it is way better than before.
Oh yeah. It runs better too.
Do you feel like you're driving your old boat?
I'm literally looking behind me going, yep, this is like driving a boat.
Yep. You're going 52.
All right, so 2100 is 52.
Well, that means 2800 is 70. That's not bad.
I can live with that.
We're about 60 miles out of town now, and unfortunately for your entertainment, everything's going perfectly. This thing actually cruises down the highway no problem. It rides pretty good. The Lucky cooling system is working well. It's got oil pressure. Zero issues. We got another 6 hours to go before we get to Tucson tonight, so it's going to be late. We've gone another 100 miles or so, and something is seriously wrong with the Mazda. I mean, the lights work, the gauges work, it drives perfectly. I can't believe how well the carburetors are tuned. The only thing that's really normal about it is that the steering is terrifying. It's like 20-mile-an-hour winds out there on the freeway, and this thing is just darting everywhere. And so we went to the video van and pulled out more weight.
45 more pounds. Who knew it was going to take 250 pounds to keep this from crashing?
That's the key number. This thing doesn't even overheat.
Don't talk about it. It's leaking profusely from the rear area. Not gonna...
Oh, it's not profuse.
That's profound.
Really?
It wasn't there before.
What's leaking?
Oil. Well, you can see it right there.
Really?
That's from us.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, the other thing that's totally normal about it is that it leaks really bad. And I thought it was flawless. It must be like the front lip of the pan or something. Let's check the oil level. It needs quite a bit of oil.
The cylinder heads of the 455 olds are so bad, you can't even put oil in the valve cover. They had to put this tube up here for you to add oil directly down into the bottom end of the motor because, Lord knows, putting it through the valve cover is really not ideal. Not a lot of engines have that feature. All right, now we're full.
It's tragic, man. Tragic. Last night, 500 miles with not a flaw, and then the Mazda paid us back.
We were trucking last night. The carburetors are astoundingly good on this. We really didn't tune
Very
anything.
rich, but very drivable.
Yeah, I mean, it's very snappy. It didn't break. But yeah, we walked out here today to find no fuel in the fuel cell. Most of it on the ground here in the hotel parking lot.
So what happened here is there's a T under there from the fuel cell feed splitting into two fuel pumps, and the hose like expanded and got all mushy and gnarly, and the clamp popped off. Miraculous this didn't happen on the highway last night. I have no idea how. It's like 5 gallons of gas on the ground. I say throw a match and let's go home.
I love this truck. You love this truck. No.
This truck's pretty good.
No.
I love it.
This truck's running 10s today and pulling the front wheels.
There you go. Fixed.
Fixed?
Fixed.
All right. Dave's tightened the fuel line. I'm gonna put some oil in it, and then we'll drive to the drag strip, which is not that far away.
This is the moment. Man, it all comes down to today. This is when we finally need to make the Maserati live up to its seller's claim and run in the 10s. Naturally, we've only got like 3 or 4 hours before they open up Tucson Dragway to another big event, and we'd like to get it done before that. So Finnegan's like throwing the weight out of the nose of this thing because he has to fix a water leak, and then we're on track for our very first hit.
So here's the deal. We drove all the way out here with 27 degrees of total ignition advance. That's not normal. It's really too little for an engine like this to go driving down the road. It's too little for it to be at wide open throttle. It's too much at idle. Normally you'd have like 15 or 16. So for drag racing, right now, we're going to go turn the wick up. So we're going to turn it up to like 33. Okay. 34 and a half.
34 and a half?
That's as close as I could get it. It's very temperamental.
Good to go for our first naturally aspirated run. So will we go quicker than 1311? Will we go in the 12s? Stay tuned right here on Roadkill. Yeah. Apparently nobody wanted to water the water box.
Right about now he's like, I gotta water my own track. What the hell? Do you know who I am? The guy in the red suit with the white helmet in the van. So here's where we're at. We just took all 250 pounds off the nose of it. Freiburg's gonna attempt to warm up our drag radials. I don't know if the car will sit still to even do a burnout, because with no weight over the front tires, you have no brakes. We just lost the alternator belt and the water pump belt.
We already blow something up?
You just threw the alternator belt. Only one of them. Well, you don't need the other one. You still got one. Go ahead. Maybe we had to put a little bit of that weight back in.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Come on, Maserati. Come on, truck. There we go. That was clean. $13.20 at 105. I'd feel a lot better about our chances if we could get it into 12s before we turn nitrous on.
That was a clean run. Shifting at 5,000 RPM because I learned my lesson on that Buick.
Much better. Hey, you want to go no air filter or a little more timing?
Both.
All right, I have both wrenches.
So we know that these air filters are a restriction just from having run them on a dyno and stuff like that. So this should make a difference.
There.
Okay. We're gonna go see if it picks up mile an hour or ET or both.
I like big changes. Come on, car. Come on, car. Go, 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 go.
Oh, it's faster.
All right, it's making more power. Picked up a mile an hour.
That's pretty good. 1316 at 106. So at elevation, we are running almost the same as what we ran down at lower elevation like a couple years ago. That was great.
Picked up.
Yeah.
What do you think about opening the secondary sooner too?
Sure, methodical's out the window and excitement has taken over.
This looks good for us.
Yeah.
All right, more timing.
I won't even watch.
You're gonna love this.
Opening the secondaries will affect the 60 foot, maybe 330, and the timing hopefully will give it a little bit more mile an hour if we're moving the right direction.
I'm about to lighten her up too.
Yeah, do that.
Come on, truck, go! Not like that at all. We just lost 1/10 and a half and a full mile an hour.
Yeah, I don't think that worked.
How warm is it now?
180.
Okay, so it's hot and it probably didn't like the timing.
I don't think it liked the timing. It felt lazy the whole way down the track. Here's our progress so far this morning. Our best NA pass was 13:16 at 106 miles an hour, with Finnegan bumping the timing up and a couple other small things. The problem is we kept advancing the timing and it slowed down to 104 miles an hour in 13:30. The bigger problem is we have no idea what the timing number was that was good. And so Finnegan's gonna go put the magic on it and hope we can get back to where we were. And I think we'll make one more NA verification run and then we're gonna go to the spray. Feels like the power is back. Oh yeah.
There we go. All right, we got our horsepower back, 1318 at 105. That's as good as it's gonna get with our tuning capabilities, so time for nitrous.
And I think something broke. That's real bad. Here's some news. It's broken. It's shaking itself apart.
Half shaft still in one piece on this side.
So is this one.
I think it's just wheel hopping, dude. An old Tornado transaxle for a front wheel drive car combined with Corvair uprights really wasn't built for rear engine mini trucking.
It's markedly worse than it was. You give it throttle at 15 miles an hour and it shakes. The trans is leaking.
So essentially what you're saying is, Mike, start putting the nitrous jets in while you clean up the trans mess? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
All right, game on. Now we get to the fun part. We are about to take liquid in that blue bottle, force it through all these maze of hoses and solenoids and things, and put it into that engine. What we're doing is we're simulating the fuel coming out of the regulator for our nitrous system. We're gonna simulate that fuel pressure as if it was going through a nitrous solenoid and out a jet through a plate.
It's right at 6. I think it'll be fine going down the track. I trust it.
I trust it.
Yeah. Hey, dude that sold us this doesn't go 10s.
No.
Never has. Probably never will.
You gotta work really hard at this.
Yeah.
The bottle's probably not hot enough anymore.
Bottle's probably cold now.
You should go make a pass.
Yeah.
Get the bottle hot again. So our nitrous system's in place. It's adjusted. Right now we're warming up a nitrous bottle. Freiburger is a little concerned about the wheel hop he experienced on the last pass. So he's gonna run one more NA pass and then we're putting the bottle to it. That's not good. Oh, I think it's broken.
It broke.
This time on Roadkill, we failed to run 10 seconds again. So are you happy you weren't on the bottle when that went wrong?
Probably should have looked at it. Here's the thing. Track guy handed me the U-joint cap. There's not a speck of grease on it. That is bone dry.
You thought it would have made noise while we were driving with no grease in it.
One would think.
Although maybe it was and we just couldn't hear it over our gnarly exhaust system.
It broke the U-joint at the outer edge of this half shaft, and when it did that, it spread the ear on the end of the drive shaft yoke and it ripped up the U-bolts that hold it in, and I actually don't know how destroyed the spindle is, so not good.
I think we can fix it though.
We need to try.
Yeah. Deja vu. Man, last time we tried to run 10s in the Maserati, we broke it and ended up here in Casa Grande, Arizona, at my friend Matt and Darren's house and their beautiful shop. When you sell a truck to someone, what you don't want is this: an independent rear suspension taken out of a front-wheel drive car, because they tend to be fragile. They do. This is a poor design for drag racing. This is awesome. Today, we break the Maserati. Tonight, Matt Ringer gets us inside Desert Valley Auto Parts in the dark.
Let's go junking, huh?
We're fixing this thing right here, right now.
It's dark though.
There's scorpions here.
What'd you get? Oh, wow. Score.
There's an external weld-in. It's cracked.
That's junk.
We need it.
Here you go. That's your guy.
Is that gonna be too big though? Weld that to the butt of your shaft.
Right. What we're looking for here is a 1310 U-joint. We were able to measure the caps on ours and the width. It's real common Jeep stuff for a million old 4x4s.
Look at this.
That one's pretty good too. Yep.
Yeah, we don't have to be able to use that. That's a 1310.
Yep, it is.
Damage? Thank you, Desert Valley Auto Parts.
This is pretty great.
Thank you.
I want to explore, but we got to get back.
I'm home. Thanks to Matt, we got into a junkyard at 10 o'clock at night and found used versions of the pieces we need to fix this. Junkyard part, junkyard part. We're gonna fuse this together. That's pretty damn close. Go ahead, burn it. And just like that, Maserati headed back to the track with junkyard parts sourced in the dark.
Back on the trailer and out of here.
Yay! Don't break it.
This will be your finals from the last race that got rained out.
Remember how yesterday was the day when we had to run 10s? Well, today is the day when we have to run 10s. But fortunately, Tucson Dragway was able to fit us in. They have a bracket race going on, but they don't mind us oiling the whole track down.
No, I see no reason why we cannot run 10.999. We have 2 spare U-joints, 2 yokes, 2 nitrous bottles, a brain and a half between us. We can do this.
We got a 200 shot in this thing. The engine's nice and cool. We're gonna skip any NA practice runs and just go out there and make this happen.
I'll get the boom bottle.
This is it. We gotta cut 2.2 seconds off this thing, which is a lot, even with this amount of nitrous. So we decided we're just gonna go all out, hitting the button right off the line, because if it spins the tires or wheel hops, then I'll just get out of it and we'll do it again. And if it breaks an axle, we might have time to fix it before the end of the day. Here goes. Okay. Now I gotta wait for Mike to do his thing on the nitrous bottle. This time I'm gonna be watching in the rearview mirror in case the motor blows up and smokes the whole track. All right, I am good to go. Blew up.
That was way too fast. Again?
Guess that answers that question. Same one.
It sounded perfect when you hit the button.
Did the weld break?
Yeah.
Really?
It ripped the weld right in half.
It broke immediately. It did not pass go. I went out there, everything was great. I hit the nitrous right off the line and instantly the half shaft broke again. But like I said, we did that knowing we would have time to fix it. It's 12:45 right now. We've got till about 5 o'clock, so we're not giving up yet.
It's the same problem, but it's migrating inward. It's not this that broke this time. It was this tricky weld from tube steel to cast iron. We're gonna give it a shot. What I'm doing right now is I'm preheating that cast iron yoke. The welder we have has a max power output of 175 amps, which is not nearly enough to penetrate this thing. But by heating it and setting the grease on fire, I may be able to get it hot enough where the welder will actually penetrate.
Finnegan is in there working on our half shaft. I'm out here watching the Hemi under glass wheel stand. Look at that. Nice. That thing is legendary. They first came out with those in 1965, right after the Little Red Wagon. And yes, it's the same type of car that was rolled with Jay Leno in the passenger seat and Bob Riggle driving, but that thing has a long history of entertaining a bunch of kids at drag strips. And me today. That was cool.
So we've already fixed this once last night with parts we got from a junkyard at midnight. We just fixed it again with a less powerful welder and made like 12 and a half passes on it.
And added bracing, right?
And added some, added a little gusset here and there. This might work.
If not, it's my fault because I will be the one who broke it.
Oh, I'm good with that too, yeah.
All right, that is somewhere in the neighborhood of fixed. What we're gonna do this time is roll it off the starting line a little ways before I actually hit the nitrous button. That way it gives that U-joint and all that half shaft and everything a chance to survive. Because once it's rolling, there isn't gonna be as much load on it. All right, Mike opened the nitrous bottle. Now he's gonna purge it.
This is it. This is it. Come on, you beautiful piece of crap. Let's do this.
Heard it.
Oh no. That was not good.
It blew a head gasket. It's all over. Look, it is puking a head gasket, and I didn't even notice it's puking that trans fluid. It's junk.
Dude, when you hit the button, it was a rocket.
Yeah.
What was the white smoke?
It blew a head gasket. Notice the coolant on the ground.
Making horsepower.
And there's a hole in the transmission pan.
What? All right. My job here is done. Because when it ran really good.
Yeah, it started to give up and I let off the button and I looked in the rearview mirror and it was just smoke show.
Dude,
steam.
When you hit the button.
It boogied.
Oh, it was like, that's the quickest that car has ever gone.
Yeah, for sure.
And then all of a sudden I heard it lay over and I saw white smoke and then I saw you pull over and I went, ooh.
Yeah.
That's good.
And now, we'll be cleaning the track here at Tucson Dragway.
Yeah. This feels familiar.
So it's really another Roadkill project vehicle that never fails to fail. But you know what? We love it anyway, especially Finnegan. He is so bonded to this truck. We're dying to make it great. I mean, think of all the good times that we've had with it. We road tripped the thing across the Golden Gate Bridge. We've auto-crossed it. We've had it on the big track. We've drag raced the thing and run 1120 on nitrous, and we even took it to the Dirtfish Rally School, where it didn't do that bad, at least to the point where we stalled it in a giant puddle. But we still love it, and we still want it to run 10s. We were on the way home just scheming all the ways we can make that happen. A turbo LS engine, whatever. And then the truck got stolen. Legit. We were in a hotel in Blythe, California, and it disappeared off of our trailer. So do us a favor. If you have seen this thing, if you know who's got it, email us. It's theguys@roadkill.com. Because if the guy who stole it can get it to run 10s, we need to know about it. Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com.
They're informing us that we have the record for most times on the trailer in the same weekend at the track. Think of all the fail that we added up in one episode.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Dude, we're on our game.
Season 8.
Killing it. Quite literally.
Yeah.